13,000. AG Almighty 8 gang, pull up and get your shit splat gang. Pull up, hop out and scramble your shit gang. On their computers. Baller alert. They on computers talking shit offline, they losing it. 10-year legacy on life support, now the Patreon hit. The mod's a bitch, I'm been goofy just to send some bits. I ain't a snitch, but third out of third, he ain't never call a hit. Mimology, Mr. Hustler, Vanilla on speed dial. My niggas wild, can't forget Theo when he the golden child. Who else around? Kicking swaggins and DSP on some goofy shit. KG a bitch, trips to Japan, he get finesse by a chick. He a trick, I just made a brand new socket. What we do, huh? We just trolled a brand new op, bitch. AG Almighty 8 gang, what up? Get your shit scrambled, gang. You can't get played like Rambo, Howard or the pack. Your girl a snack. She gon' get swipe right to see how you react. DSP is how you don't play. He failing games every day. Buying fast food with the tips is why he gaining weight. We troll a chill, the socks is real, man, it's been a drill. Subcon went up a few days ago, bro, you know that ain't real. The streams ain't chill, you yawn and complain about your bills. Cackle be gon' damn near every night, you need some gin for real. You diss Ninja, PewDiePie, and the Almighty. What the fuck? How you gon' feel when them Twitch cops not on your side? Get that ass bang. Kicking the furries, sweaties do sweet just like some McFlurries. Chat put on sub, only mode the mouse don't have to worry. Do them dirty, X pull up with the shit, they get super nervous. What's the purpose? Praise be his name, Almighty at your service. Pull up, they log in, what's up? No tips, no bits, they talk tough. Let me change up the style. Hey, gang, we go wild. Hey, what? We hooligans, coolin' and bullin' and fuck next, we up now. Ha, hey, gang, we go wild. Hey, what? We hooligans, coolin' and bullin' and fuck next, we up now. Hey, shout out to Susan and big ups to Porsche for holding it down. Hey, niggas out here trolling with a couple grand? What the fuck? To me, that sound like you a fucking fan. Hey, do them dirty. X pull up with the shit, they get super nervous. What's the purpose? Praise be his name, Almighty at your service. Praise be.
It's Tevin's fault.
Hey, stupid! I have depression, you dumb fuck. I actually have it. I know what it feels like, alright? So, if you disappeared today, no one would care. I have depression. I know what it feels like. I actually have it, you dumb fuck. I know what it feels like. Slow day, all day, I'm depressed. Record low views, thumbs down, I'm depressed. I have depression. I have depression. Whale tail, I'm drinking and I'm thinking, but I have this nagging in the back of my head that's telling me you're a loser. You have no power over anyone on this planet. You're the epitome of a waste of life. Hey, stupid. I have depression. I know what it feels like. I actually have it, you dumb fuck. I know what it feels like. Slow day, all day, I'm depressed. Record low views, thumbs down, I'm depressed. I have depression. I have depression. I have depression. I know what it feels like. I actually have it, you dumb fuck. I know what it feels like. Slow day, all day, I'm depressed. Record low views, thumbs down, I'm depressed. I have depression. I have depression. Fuck, you stupid loser. You think you know anything about anything in real fucking life? You know nothing. We're getting off. Do a begathon where tip me and do this and do that. We're not doing that.
business as usual here on DSP Gaming. We play games, we have fun.
If you guys like it, you support it. The week is going slow. Tough through it. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Tips very low now. But I've noticed tips very low right now. The week is going slow. It gets to me. My life is ruined. This is how I'm doing. The losers out there who thinks that they know shit, kiss my fucking ass and eat my right now. A full podcast booked, full gameplay streams booked. Everything's booked. Everything's booked. Can't do anything crazy. And I don't even have enough to buy groceries. It sucks. The week is going slow. Tough through it. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. Tips very low now. But I've noticed tips very low right now. The week is going slow. It gets to me. My life is ruined. This is how I'm doing. The losers out there who thinks that they know shit, kiss my fucking ass and eat my right now. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing. So how are you doing? This is how I'm doing.
Hello, everyone. Long time no see. And as you might be able to hear, I'm slightly congested and got over a sickness this week. Very cool. I hope you don't mind. I'll try my best to not be like the guy. You see, I have a microphone that has a mute button on it, and you're gonna hear me tapping it, okay? Jokes aside, I am slightly sick. Please ignore me in that capacity. And I am on call for work, so I could have to leave at literally any moment. Just hope that there isn't an emergency on my behalf, please. But I want to thank you all for showing up today for the Atlas-style morning show, or whatever we want to call it. It's always been a working title. And before we get into the guy, which there's, of course, the biggest worst thing to ever have happened. We've lost a fellow detractor soldier in this terrible troll war. But before we get into that, we have to talk about me, because this is the me show. And I do have a garden update for you all. My plants have started to ripen. Some of them. I've gotten 4, count them, 4 cherry tomatoes. Obviously, very bountiful harvest. But I've also got 1 green pepper and 1 hot pepper. So we are eating good, okay? We're thriving, and we're making it. Honestly, the flowers were more important to me this year than the vegetables. We did vegetables last year. I wanted to try my hand at flowers, and they're fine. So we can do both. We'll do it bigger and better next year, I promise. And also this week, I bought some Crusader Kings 3 DLC and decided to do the Elder Kings 2 mod for it. And I did my best to bring back the Dwemer. I didn't accomplish my goal. As always, everything always goes to shit, and then you fumble the ball and everything falls apart, and then you're left with nothing. Classic CK3 experience. We'll get back to it. We'll try again, okay? And then, last but not least, I believe we are still on tomorrow for the one and only Ask the King. Sunday night. The exact time, I actually didn't ask. I think it's 8. I want to say it's 8. Maybe it's 8:30. Ask the old man. but we're going to be on for Ask the King. It's been a very long time. No one knows how long this will last this time around. It could be a one-off. You never know. So you got to be there, of course, if you want to hear about all the great and glorious questions that they got to ask the king over the years. There's so many good ones, like his favorite dinosaur, or about Hippa and Pippa. I was genuinely trying to remember any other question, and those are the only ones that ever come to mind. But now we get to talk about the current modern day guy, which I know you all are very excited to talk about. He's been dealing with his chat and getting Raw Phil removed, which is a shame, and it affected me so much that I felt required to make a low effort topical OC for you all. So I hope this is relevant for you.
She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, kaboom.
Okay, so now that the entire stream is claimed for that one stupid joke, I hope it satiated all of your feelings. I hope you can understand the tremendous loss that we've experienced this week with Raw Phil being gone. But we have to start at the beginning. We have to start talking about the chat 9,000 ways from Sunday. Because he really did. It was an everyday thing. If you didn't see the chat being frozen, I got to experience it firsthand on that terrible Dark Souls 2 stream. God, he's so bad at that game, and it's his own fault. He's just bad. He had to restart his stream like 11 different times, which is actually crazy and mad inconvenient. It was the biggest thing to ever fucking happen at DSP. It felt like. And before I hit play, thank you to Galactica Gale for becoming a member of the Skeleton Gang, the 60 Skulls. Big ups. And Jared Robbins for the 5 saying, tips very low right now. It gets to me. It does. It does get to me. This is my livelihood? Okay. I'm a professional streamer full time. That's not true. Thank you to Emmyfiend for the 2 as well, saying DSP breaks TOS daily and he gets the pass. Yes, he's got that pig roach plot armor. That's how it works, dude. If anybody thinks that DSP is going to get some sort of comeuppance from this, I highly doubt it. He's that guy. I hate to tell you, he's the pig roach fella, and there's nothing you can do to stop him.
Actually, did the chat freeze already? It might have, actually. Actually, I think it did. Let's do a test.
Raw is still on Twitch and Rumble. This is true.
It did. So here's the deal.
Worst viewing experiences, if you ask me, though. Twitch fucking sucks. I can't rewind the stream. What's up with that? Sometimes I gotta walk away. What?
I'm going to turn off the music, everybody. Here's what I need everyone to do. Everyone who's in the YouTube chat right now, this Bucketeer guy just froze the chat, okay? But here's the thing. Whenever these people troll me, they can't help themselves.
They can't help themselves.
They literally can't control themselves whatsoever.
I wish he was lying. I really do. As much as I hate the guy and want him to always be wrong and always being felted or however you want to call it.
How can you kill a god?
There is something about a troll that can't stay in his place and just do the bit. It reeks of immaturity. It reeks of short-sightedness. And being a retard, actually. Thank you, Waveman, for the 5, saying his chat being frozen was great. I'm surprised YouTube didn't notice how this pig acts and breaks TOS all the time with no consequences whatsoever. Well, their ire was drawn the other direction, thanks to the guy. But we'll get there. We'll get there, Waveman. Thank you for the 5 months. I really appreciate it.
And what I mean by that is they will always actively be their own downfall because they can't stop talking. They can't stop yapping. They can't stop giving information out because ultimately the reason that they're trolling is to get attention and to try to get some kind of rise or notoriety out of what they're doing. Bucketeer is literally in the detractor chat right now talking, and I've seen everything that he said, and I know exactly how he's shutting down my chat. So,
like, why? I don't understand why you would tell people the secret sauce, you know? Tell people you have the secret sauce. Let them in. Let them know you're the guy. Why are you telling them the secret ingredients to the Krabby Patty formula? That's what I'm saying. It just doesn't make any sense. This is as low IQ as the guy.
We're going to try a little experiment, okay?
Confirmed he watches Raw. I don't think he watches Raw. He has Flying Monkeys. I think he said that and admitted to it before.
He's jumping on the stream right now. We're going to do DSP Tries It live with the chat. Are you ready? I have just removed slow mode from my chat. Here's what I need all of you to do, and this is not an exaggeration. Everyone who is watching my stream live right now, okay? And you notice the chat is frozen because Bucketeer used this exploit to freeze my YouTube chat. We have 80 people on stream right now, and the more people that join, I'm going to ask you to do this. I need you to spam the chat right now with a bunch of characters and just keep going. Even if it means copy pasting, all you got to do is just go message, 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 message. You have to hit the chat with an incredible amount of messages. Because Bucketeer idiotically just said in the detractor chat that he tried using this same chat freeze exploit on big YouTubers, and it works. But what happens is because they have thousands of viewers, the viewers keep chatting, oh, it's not working, and the actual
this is what I'm
messages
saying.
Actually kickstart.
Why are we explaining all of this? Why are you gloating about your failures and then how and then the explanation to your come up? Like if you want to describe it this way, it just doesn't make sense to me.
And all of a sudden there's so much shit that's clogged behind the pipe, the pressure to punk, and it just comes out and unclogs the pipe. You see? So that's what I need you guys to do. We only have 100 viewers, so it might be really hard to get it to actually work.
Bucketeer felt it the whole detractor community worse than Phil ever has. Yeah, kind of in a way, which is a shame because absolutely dunking on DSP is what he was doing prior. Shutting down his entire chat and making it an entire ordeal is actually kind of funny.
But it might work because if you're in a YouTuber's chat and they have thousands of viewers and they froze, and then for like a minute everyone typed panicked, oh, the chat's frozen, then it might actually unfreeze. But the thing is, I just removed slow mode. So now you guys can literally type as many messages as fast as you possibly can, as much as you want.
Completely unprecedented for DSP, by the way. This is the lengths that he had to go to in order to try and fix this, is that we actually got no slow mode for the first time, and I actually don't know how long. You can just speak in DSP chat.
And spam the chat endlessly. And if we get enough messages in the chat, it might actually unclog the pipeline and clear it, if that makes sense. Okay? So if you could do that, if you're on the stream right now and you're like, ooh, I'm here for Resident Evil. Oh, the chat's already frozen. If everyone just spams the chat nonstop with 1 million characters, like I'm just doing a bunch of single H's, and if we all hit it with hundreds of messages,
we got to unclog the pipe, you guys. Come on.
Actually unfreeze.
Get your messages in. Come on.
And if it doesn't, that's okay. But always these people, they just can't help themselves. They have to blab. They can't keep their fucking mouths shut because the reason that they're actually doing this is because they want attention. So it's the only reason that they'd ever do it is to go brag in a detractor chat or to try to get someone to watch what they're doing. Do you understand? So maybe we can unclog the chat. Maybe we can't. I'll talk with you guys for 5-10 minutes here. I need to keep asking you guys to do it. I'm serious. Don't stop. Like literally just keep typing, single or double characters and hitting return and just going hit.
Actually, dude, we go through this every single week, but the level, the mental capacity that this guy genuinely thinks his fans have on average is so insulting. I don't know how anyone could watch this guy unironically. This is what he thinks of you. You don't know how to type. You don't know what he means by spam the chat, enter in a bunch of messages of nonsense. Like that wasn't clear enough. He literally had to mime it to you. Dope, 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 enter. Like, what are we doing?
And if we unclog the chat, great. And if we don't, we don't. But at least we're trying something. I've already tried
Cup
to contact
Rattler free
YouTube
promo. True.
Via,
true. More respect
Twitter,
for Cup
X,
Rattler at this
they blew
point,
me
and
off
I'm
the
actually
first
not
attempt.
even a big fan.
Then I explained to them, no, it's more serious than what you think it is. We did it. We did it. We unclogged it. Chat is unclogged. No fucking way. We did it. We fucking did it.
I like that one of the chats was
Fuck
I love
you,
penis.
Bucketeer,
Very
you
funny.
stupid piece of shit. Because you're such a fucking moron. You exposed the way to stop the chat freeze. Fuck you, bitch.
Oh, shit. Ack. Thank you to Galactica Gale for the 10, and I have to cough 1 second. Thank you for the 10. And he says he is a diaper-wearing baby that complains about Raw harboring that guy, but yet he harbored a known PDF file for years and had no issue with it. Yeah, I absolutely agree, including the diaper thing. wasn't a big fan of the diaper joke at first because he's looked like that for ages. Like the very first closet clean out, I want to say that we were already saying it looks like he's got a load of shit in his pants as he keeps walking back and forth. And that was ages ago. What, literally a decade? I'm not sure, but it was a very long time ago. But I get that it gets under his skin now. So now it's somehow more funny. That's why I wasn't going to talk about it. But anyway, I agree. Raw Phil did nothing wrong. Hashtag we are Raw Phil. Can I get candles in the chat? All of it. We lost a good one. Thank you for the 10.
Stupid fucking bitch. You're so dumb. You're so impossibly dumb. You fucked yourself. So now every time the chat freezes everyone, just spam it. Just spam it. That's for now the temporary way to fix it. And it sucks because he's probably going to try to keep doing it over and over. But now I know his name. Someone right now send me Bucketeer's YouTube account, and it's him and 2 of his fucking friends, and we're going to ban all of them to make sure they can no longer ever chat, and that's the end of it. But as you can see, if we all spam the chat like we just did, we can actually unfreeze it ourselves just by spamming. Okay?
And this is what I'm saying, like the lengths that DSP had to go to get his chat back, literally stopping the entire stream.
Let's unfreeze it again.
Regularly.
And what we need to do is we need to figure out him and his friend's accounts, and we will solve this problem. But I've already contacted YouTube, and I'm working.
Demi-Fiend, is that TOS? I'm gonna be honest. Much like a lot of people, I'm very not familiar with the actual rules of TOS.
On getting the word out about this, so that everyone finds out who's doing it. And
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I read the fine print.
As in IP ban. So we'll see what happens. Okay. But you guys saw we unfroze it. So if we keep spamming, we will unfreeze it. But that's the thing. We all have to keep spamming. Like, we all have to sit here just spamming, like, single characters. I don't know if it's, like, a single character or double, because you guys are spamming, like, multiple characters, and it worked.
Pontificating on how many characters are required in the message in order to unfreeze the series of tubes that run the internet. That's the stream today. Fuck a video game. DSP also, unclogging the tubes. That's what this channel is.
The person who's doing it has to be able to talk in the chat. So that's why they found someone who apparently has a 3-year sub to my channel. So if I can figure out who that is as well, I'm going to ban them too. So I need to know Bucketeer's account. I need to know his friends' accounts because he's already talked about them. And if we find out this 3-year motherfucker, we'll ban him. And that'll be the end of that shit. But
I can understand why you would say that this is TOS. This seems like a really weird and odd thing to let, like, I don't know that you... What is going on? Normal people don't act like this, right? And that's typically how how TOS works. It's like, would a normal person act like this? Maybe it is TOS then. Thank you, Wandering Ghost, for the 2, saying if only we could ban those lip smacks. God, I wish. I wish. He's doing it on purpose, though, and you know
need
it.
to be able to actively
You're feeding into it by hating it. Come on.
It looks like we have to spam like crazy to get it unfrozen. But it unfroze. It absolutely did unfreeze. So if you guys keep spamming, that chat will unfreeze.
YouTube's never looking at a DSP. This is what I'm telling you guys.
No, I'm not going to take him to court. I'm just going to ban him from my fucking channel.
So I hope and pray as much as you do.
Because he's just wasting everyone's
It hasn't happened yet.
Here. Like, this is such a fart in the wind blip. Something that will not affect me at all long term. It's just an annoyance right now. And I just want this fucker to move on now so that we can actually be normal. You know, I'm not going to put up with this. I'm 44 years old. I have no time for bullshit from.
I'm X years old, guys. I don't have time to. I don't have time to deal with my chat freezing on the platform that I use to pay my entire bills. Oh, okay, sure. I guess it seems like a very important thing that you would be willing to do at 44 is to try and. It's fine. It's whatever. Broside Phil asking that I'd catch his scolding of people watching on Rumble and Twitch, basically saying that he thought that they would come to him. And he now realizes how hated he is. I did not see that part, but that was just yesterday explaining that he didn't in fact do it. I have that clip. We're gonna watch it. I only saw like half of it.
Limp dick losers.
We'll get there.
Who have no lives on the internet because he already confessed. Really, the reason that he first wanted to do it was to make money. He tried to actually get YouTube to pay him. He was gonna like almost ransom YouTube with like a bounty to tell them about the thing. But he had no idea how to contact a human at YouTube, so he just talked to a bunch of AI people who said, we don't know what you're talking about, so they ignored it. So now what he's going to do is try to find, people to harass.
Right.
And
I mean, why
hopefully,
not? If you've got
he'll
got the
harass enough that he
information and
gets
the
attention out of it,
knowledge.
because I guess he realizes he can't make money doing it anymore. So he's going to continue to just do this awful stuff to people just to try to get attention because he has no fucking life. He's a complete waste of life. How do I know his dick is limp? Because if it wasn't, he'd go out and use it, and he wouldn't be sitting behind his computer freezing people's YouTube chats.
LMAO, this is what got YouTube to move their asses, the ransom, not DSP. Absolutely. Realistically, I think that being able to get a hold of YouTube in a real capacity in order to solve situations like this and fix these kinds of bugs should be something that a human being is capable of doing. I think it's a failure on YouTube's behalf that this happened in the first place, if I'm being honest with you. But I can't change how YouTube works, dude. I thank you, Baby Man Gaming, for the 5, saying yesterday he said anyone watching re-streamers were breaking the law. Yeah, he used to say that about Tevin back in the day, that Tevin was a criminal and everybody watching him was also a criminal and they're no good, very bad people. This has always been the narrative. We're literally on the cycle again, guys. Just go back.
It's that simple. If he
Thank you,
had a
Baby Man
function, if he was
Gaming, for the
good-looking,
5.
he was healthy, if he was affluent, if he had a life, he wouldn't be sitting around trolling people on the fucking internet. Normal people don't do that. It's only losers. Okay?
It's not even like...
So we did unfreeze it, but now it froze again.
DSP has such a narrow and self-centered view of how other people are and aren't allowed to enjoy themselves in their free time with all of the actions they can take and all of the knowledge they have. It's very odd the way that he thinks that everybody has to live just how he does with no exceptions, or that automatically makes them some sort of sick, degenerate, no-life loser or whatever.
Again, and it hasn't unfrozen. I don't know if you guys are still doing it or not. So if you don't know, we found a way to unfreeze the frozen chat, everybody. Lots more people are actually joining.
How could you not know? It was like 5 minutes ago.
In order to unfreeze the chat, everyone has to spam the chat. I'm not kidding. Spam like single characters or double characters. You just have to copy paste or just hit a character and keep hitting return. And if you spam the chat, it overloads the system and unclogs the pipes, and then everyone can talk and chat again. Okay? The problem is, as is a fair fact, I just don't have a ton of viewers on my YouTube streams. Usually I get average 200. That's not a lot to work with. If we had thousands of viewers, we'd be able to unclog the pipe right away. But we don't.
Guys, if I was more popular and people actually liked me, we'd be able to solve this situation faster. As a matter of fact, it would have never have happened in the first place. Yeah, very wishful thinking, DSP. You could say that about basically every situation you've ever found yourself in. Yes, if you were likable and popular, 99% of the ways that he found himself throughout his life wouldn't have been the case. What a nothing sentence. Very cool, dude.
Really have enough pressure. You see what I'm saying? We need enough people taking a hard shit at the same time that it breaks the pipe. That's what we need. We need a lot of hard shitters.
Simple guy 86 asking how long till this raw filth thing screws DSP over. Dude, I genuinely don't know if I can count on it screwing him over. And I think, like Dink said earlier, this could be not in the same vein of the Escort Saga, but a DSP, rare DSP small lowercase w that you will unfortunately have to hear about for a very extended period of time, multiple times throughout the week for basically ever. I think that might be the new reality. Not to be a black pillar or anything, but that's pretty tough. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to hear about this bullshit.
No,
forever.
It's not fixed. It's just we know how to unclog it. It's just never going to be permanent. This is the problem. The person can keep reclogging the pipe.
If that wasn't muted, I apologize.
They outright explained all of it. This Bucketeer idiot explained it all over in the detractor chat. He's like, so I was at a big YouTuber. They had 20, 30,000 viewers. And I kept freezing the chat. But the thing is, so many people would then type because they were upset it was frozen that it would unclog. And then it wasn't long lasting. You see what I'm saying? But they've also exposed the fact that, yes, you have to have someone in the chat that can actually talk in it. So right now, if I did 4-year sub-only mode, which probably would have 10 people who could actually talk in the chat, he wouldn't be able to freeze the chat. But it wouldn't matter because how many people are 4 years sub to DSP Gaming? Not very many, you see? So it kind of sucks.
What a sad thing to have to admit, I think. that there's not, as long as his channel's been around, 200,000 plus subscribers to the channel, and there's so few like long-term fans that being subbed to an 18-year channel for more than 4 years is like not even on the table. There's so few. What an odd thing to have to admit. Very sad.
What are you gonna do? So anyway, yeah, if anyone has this information, please send it to me. I need to know this guy's actual YouTube name so I can ban him and I can report him, because I am going to ban and report him. He's talking in chats right now. And I need to know his friends' names so that I can also ban and report them. And once all his butt buddies are banned, then we're good. But it's a problem right now. Okay? He says, Phil, you're a genius. Fans win, trolls lose. Well, the thing
And they're butt buddies, by the way. This is important because this is the vernacular he uses for a very brief amount of time, but then he runs back. It's actually kind of funny because I didn't think anything of it when he said it. I knew what he meant. I was not taken aback whatsoever when he said it initially, but it was very weird that he ran it back earlier. If you ask me,
it froze again because he's just going to sit there and keep refreezing it. So it sucks because
Halo getting a fucking remake. Can we get another speedrun? Absolutely not. Fuck 343. I'm never playing that dog shit. I hope it rots in hell. Fuck them. Take the whole studio out from the fucking orbit, dude. Blast the fucking block. I don't care. That's my hatred for 343.
He's just going to keep redoing it.
Sorry.
So what we need to do is get him banned from the
toxic.
channel, which is why I need his information so I can ban him and his buddies. Because there's a few of them. It's him and 2 or 3 of his buddies that are doing it over and over. So once we have that information, they're done. They're toast. And I'm going to report them. I'm going to report them to everyone. Not just to fucking YouTube. I'm going to make sure that everyone knows who they are. So everyone bans them from their channel permanently so no one has this ever happen to them.
I'm gonna see, but this is another one of those weird things that like I'm gonna make sure that everyone on the platform knows who this username is, and they preemptively ban his username, his account from their chats in a very large scale way in order to make the platform like not operable for him in these like what are we talking about, dude? I mean, like, I know I'm extrapolating on it a bit, but that's only because DSP doesn't, I don't think he does a very good job of detailing exactly the capacity at which this affects people. Or anything,
Black Dragon,
really.
thank you for $5 as well. He says, welcome to Band World, buddy. Well, again, I need his information. And then we can ban his ass.
He is saying it with a lot of heroicism, though. And he's going to do that later, too, when he racks up his W and does his victory lap. Like, we're going to see that. He thinks this is some altruistic way that he's behaving, and this is on the behalf of everybody else. It's very odd.
He's going to send me an email right now. Thank you, DSP Blazer. Please do. Let's get this. Because, to be honest, there's no point with me starting the game tonight until we fix this shit. Like, what's the point of me starting? Because we're never going to be able to talk, and we're not going to be able to enjoy the end of the game because this is all anyone's going to be fucking talking about. So we need to get this fixed, right? We do. 100%. And
how are they simultaneously going to not be able to talk, but that's going to be the only thing that they're talking about? That's like a very small minor nitpick, but in his reasoning, it automatically doesn't make sense. That's the DSP
thing
way.
is, right now I could remake the stream, but he's just gonna clog it again. So I need to know who it is. Where is the information? See, the problem is I don't know whose chat this was because someone sent me the tractor chat, and here it is, all the evidence.
That's what I'm saying. Flying monkeys. It's not an actual, because if in order for DSP to watch Raw Phil and actually take care of these things like that, it's a level of effort the DSP is actually not capable of. I genuinely believe. Man, I really hope that was not an emergency and that the scam protection thing was true. Moving on positively.
I need to know whose channel this idiot is talking in,
Okay,
so I can get him.
Answer it.
Because it says it's at Bucketeer, but I don't believe it. And I think I already banned Bucketeer. Let me find out here. Let's see.
Fuck, it was a scam call. God.
Let me find it.
Banning my work for putting me on call and answering AI.
Yep, this is him. So his YouTube channel's at Bucketeer, everybody. He wants to fuck with me. We'll fuck with him. It's at
We're going to fuck with him, you guys.
Bucketeer. He is the person who has taken public credit in my detractor chats.
Now, is this brigading? Genuine question? Silencing Amber Alerts? I already did that, Chief. Come on.
People's chats, not just mine, but big YouTubers. And
what
others.
am I going to do if I see the gray Acura? I'm only at work and inside, at home. What are we talking about? I'm never seeing the Honda Accord.
He should be the one held accountable. I believe I already banned him from my chat. Oh, no, I didn't. Fuck him. I didn't even ban him. Now you're banned, bitch. I didn't even know I hadn't banned him yet because I swear I saw that name in my chat, and I guess I hadn't. Well, he's fucking banned now, that's for sure.
Fucking banned now, loser. Blah.
Okay. So that's him. 34 videos. Man, I want to take a look at this guy's content. Oh, man, this guy's a real winner. Oh, we can't. Sadly, we can't The reason we can't is because I have my my PlayStation hooked up because I thought I was going to be playing Resident Evil, but we might not be tonight, to be frank. Oh, look.
Oh, this is literally so at some point he's going or has made the choice that we are not even playing games anymore. Like there's a high likelihood this is actually all we're doing on the stream. He thinks this is an acceptable thing to do.
Froze again. Chat's unfrozen. Hello, everyone. If you keep typing, it should unfreeze, okay? So I banned Bucketeer from the channel. He's fucking gone. But his butt buddies are still around, and we got to figure out who they are so that we can also ban them, and then they won't be able to do this to the channel anymore.
His cohorts and shit.
There you go. I mean, I don't know how possibly fucking stupid you could be that you literally publicly admitted to it. I have all the screenshots. You admitted to doing it. And now we have your YouTube channel and everything.
And he's right. Again, I hate when DSP's right, but if he's spitting facts, he's spitting facts. You're a fucking idiot.
You're a complete moron.
Bucketeer's
in the
a child.
Chat. Okay, there you go.
That actually doesn't mean anything to me. I'm going to be for real with you. That doesn't mean shit.
It's Raw Phil's chat. What a shocking twist that it would be Raw Phil involved with this, right? Oh. Now let's think about this even bigger picture, everyone. You ready for this?
And this is where DSP paints Raw Phil as the villain. This is how Raw Phil gets caught up in this entire ordeal and how we lost our best boy.
This guy's directly involved with Raw Phil. Oh, Raw Phil, the guy who actually illegally restreams me every day and tells everyone to come watch his version of my content. So now you're involved with freezing my chat, which means you're disrupting my business, and now you're stealing my business. That's 2 strikes, buddy. Now,
you see how he immediately conflated, like, the actions of Bucketeer being in the chat is automatically a strike on Raw Phil. Odd choice of words there, by the way. But if you were, again, like somebody said at the beginning, if you were to try and hold DSP to that with all of the allegations and things that have come out about some of the people that gave him money and watched him and were in his chat, DSP'd be going down for a lot more in that capacity.
Not only are you stealing my fucking business, but now you're actually hindering my business. I think there's a nice lawsuit coming for you, you dumb motherfucker.
Yeah, Raw Phil, I'm going to file a lawsuit against you for something that someone said in your chat, you fucking idiot. How dare you not pre-ban this individual from discussing things that you could have never have known were coming into your chat prior? How dare you? I agree. DSP's basically a genius here.
I really think there is, because now I've had enough. I really am starting to get fed the fuck up with these fucking loserish, pimple-faced internet dweebs who think they can fuck with me. I've had enough of your shit.
It's so cringe when people, get into these online spats and then start discussing the physical characteristics of someone that no one has ever seen. Like, it's childish and it literally means nothing. Because, especially for people that bully DSP online, because having talked, met, and seen some of them, quite a few of them, none of it ever seems to follow, basically ever. I've never seen someone be more wrong, actually.
And if you're allowing that guy in your chat and you're harboring him and you're actually promoting
him?
Phil's chat, guess
you're
what?
Harboring a fugitive.
Legal liability, bitch. You're fucked, man. These fucking people on the internet have no clue about fucking reality. They don't, because for so many years they felt so protected because they think, I'm on the internet, I'm anonymous. You're not. You're not anonymous. Right now, YouTube can track any channel. They can find out where you are. They find out your IP address and all that shit. They know who you are. If you received $1 payment from YouTube, they have your information. They know who you are.
Yeah. But it's not, for Raw Phil, it's not about being anonymous in that capacity. Like, he's just doing the research. Why would Raw Phil have to? I mean, he is. He should be, as most people should be. But that's not like that's not really the focal point here, I don't think, whatsoever. We're just kind of running around spamming attacks in real life. Thank you. 1 second. Thank you to NWO News for the 5, saying this guy has a lot of nerve discussing other people's looks, especially when you can't even see them. Narcissism is a hell of a drug. I agree. This is the ugliest motherfucker you've seen. Probably, possibly in your entire life. And calling other people pimple-faced losers is crazy. You're right. Thank you for the 5.
It's not harboring of trolls. It's harboring of actual illegal activities. That's the problem. Trolling is one thing. Illegal activities are another.
This is an indirect threat that he'll get your docs from YouTube by whatever means, likely through striking. Oh, yeah. I mean, that is definitely a component of it. You're right. My bad. I totally looked past that. You're right. You do get that info. A known tactic to DSP too, as several individuals have done it on his behalf before.
Maybe a different kind of stream,
which might be in a clip later that we watch.
You want to hang out and do this? Fuck this. Fuck Resident Evil. We'll beat it another night. Nah, now I'm worked up. You work up fucking DSP.
Now I'm worked up. Now you got me going. I'm pissed. I'm rip roaring to piss.
DSP. Nah, now you know.
Do I have pimples? No, I actually don't.
No.
Not currently. I'm not gonna say I have flawless skin, but currently no.
Oh, brother. DSP Glazier became a member. He says, Raw Phil had 2,000 viewers freezing chat this morning. Raw Phil better get a fucking lawyer. Raw Phil better get a fucking lawyer, is all I'm going to say. Better be ready for what's coming. You're going to harbor that kind of behavior? Again, it's one thing if you are...
He's so tough. This is the toughest I think I've ever seen DSP. This guy's basically ripping through his shirt right now. He's so big and bad.
Me. It's another thing if you're actively
involved with exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And now I can't interact with my viewers, and you're hindering
my
progress.
It's like he's the Hulk, and he's gonna rip his shirt off.
That's illegal. You're cooked. Okay? Get your fucking money together that you stole from me, from your restreams of my content. Okay? And you start rubbing those few shekels you got together, because you're gonna fucking need it. Do you understand me? You're gonna need it. So
did he say get your shekels together and start rubbing them together, and then he did merchant hands?
Your restreams of my content.
You're fucking lying,
okay?
bro.
And you start rubbing those few shekels you got together.
Bro, someone get the ADL. It's over. We got him, guys. You want, love being dead ass. If you want DSP fucking gone, get the ass over here right now. This is your biggest fucking, this is how you get him. You don't need a YouTube TOS strike. You don't need, fuck that. Get the ADL on speed dial. We got him, boys. They're going to be hitting his house so fucking quick. Thank you, Now Ronan, for the 5. Saying Mike Tyson says here, Phil needs it. Sorry, Mike Tyson says, here Phil needs it. Social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. Yeah, I wonder if that's how that's probably how DSP is feeling. For real. Like he's going to do something.
Because you're going to fucking need it. Do you understand me? You're going to need it. So, folks, if the chat freezes on YouTube, here's how you fix it. Spam it. I'm not kidding.
The YouTube ban was promised 3,000 years ago. All right, okay, guys. All right. Well, there's the hello Jew. We got to calm down.
Basically, you load the pipe so hard, it pushes it through, and then the chat starts working again within a minute. But everyone who's in chat right now, 261 viewers on YouTube, the chat froze because this guy is so mad now that we figured him out, and I'm about to fucking expose him, that he's going to keep freezing the chat. Keep spamming the chat. And
keep spamming the chat, guys.
That's what we do.
Keep emailing Jonathan Greenblatt.
There it is. This is
keep
the guy
spamming the chat.
Who him and his butt buddies are clogging everyone's
butt buddies. There it is. What is that? The third time we've used the term butt buddies?
YouTube chats. This is him. Okay? So you might say, who is this guy? Good fucking question. Let me ask you a question, everybody. Okay? Really, let me ask you a question. What kind of person do you think?
Sorry. Sorcerer of Soup asked me if I would wog cat to my trug. Absolutely not. I would never do a trug wog with fat cat. Not gonna happen.
Has all the time in the world to fuck around on the
internet
with
like Mexican
and find an exploit that freezes YouTube chats. This fucking guy. Right here. This is the guy. Bucketeer, 739 subscribers, 34 fucking videos. Wow. Look at the videos he has. Meet Roblox's disgusting journalist. He has CP. The worst company of all time. Wow, look at this quality.
We're actually so caught up in this. We are actually so fired up that DSP is on somebody else's YouTube channel and actively hovering over their videos and getting the preview or whatever. That, like, could you imagine DSP, what situation he would have to be in to be this comfortable? Like, this is it. You are genuinely seeing, I guess, passion from DSP about something for the first time in a very long time, I would say. He's not even this passionate about Pokemon cards, and that seems to be his favorite thing ever. And thank you to NWO News for the 5, saying you can't spam my chat. It's my business. Please spam my chat to save my business. Yeah, the juxtaposition is low-key crazy. But that's DSP for you. Thank you, NWO. And now Ronan with another 5. Thank you so much. Saying Phil thinks thinks the unchat freezing is a W, but here's the thing. Just like in gaming, when one line of code, a glitch is found, another worse one shows up. I'm always hoping that that's the case. It's just a matter of how long. Is my eternal lichdom going to, make it that far? Who knows?
Look at this quality video he
Who
made.
knows?
That's totally not AI.
This is the real DSP. He's the king of hate, etc. He loves this shit. Absolutely. This is what he was like. I don't want to say he was meant for or built for, because he's actually kind of terrible at it. But this is where he thrives in a personal way.
An AI generated video. Look, here it is. Here it is, him actually claiming credit. You're fucking kidding me. You're kidding me. He claimed credit. Say goodbye to your chat, Steak Nation. Here's the evidence. Look at this guy. Hey, Phil, wrong guy. Not the wrong guy, because he claimed credit 2 weeks ago. Right here. Publicly on his fucking YouTube page, which I'm documenting right now on the internet, dumbass.
I'm documenting it right now, you fucking fool. Blah.
Completely exposed from his own
This
fucking
is such a
posts.
wild stream.
Done. You're fucked.
You're fucked. This is a huge DSPW.
So, look how many views he actually got.
I'm
That's
being
pretty
sarcastic,
crazy. He probably has one video.
I'm
from
alerting
1,000
the
years ago
cyber police.
that
The
got some
FBI have
views.
been
Let's see.
called.
Yeah, look.
You're on the list.
5 years ago, he made a video.
When you go AWOL in a few years, they're going to hit the media like, yeah, he's on several of our watch list. It's a shame that we didn't act in time. That's going to be you.
And it got 171,000 views. That's it. Since then, look at this. He's trying to make videos. He's suffering. He's floundering. He can't get anyone to watch his stuff. 5 years later, what does he do? Oh, I'm going to freeze fucking people's YouTube channels.
True, the guy did actually document himself. He didn't need DSP to do it at all.
So here's the videos he's putting out recently. In fact, almost none. His latest video is 4 months old. Look at that. His latest video is actually 4 months old. And since then, all he did, he just exposed himself right here. Look, done. So I don't know who Steak Nation is, but I think that was the guy.
That's the off-brand Ethan
2
Klein,
weeks
of
ago,
course.
someone had mentioned on
Vape
Twitter,
Nation style,
they mentioned their chat was also frozen the night before.
I know, it's like a boomer internet meme now. You guys remember Vape Nation?
This
You
guy
guys
came
remember
and
that?
froze mine. Okay, so for the record, guys, we could still unfreeze chat, but we need everyone to be typing in chat. I'm not kidding. Everyone has to type in chat to get it to unfreeze. It's the only way to get it to work. Okay, so everyone right now, spam the chat.
But how is that actually any better to not having a chat at all? Like, let's be real from a real DSP gaming perspective. The solution is to continuously spam the chat, and if you ever stop, it's gonna be clogged. The tubes are gonna be clogged. That makes the chat unusable. If the chat is frozen, it's unusable. We are in the same situation either way.
With single characters or whatever, clog the pipe.
We might as well
unclog
have
the
just
pipe,
played the
whatever you
fucking
wanna call it,
game.
and it should fix it. But
Is it forcing engagement at TOS? You're asking the wrong guy. I'm not reading that shit, bro.
we've already done it multiple times, but that's the only way to stop this for now. Sadly,
the guy is impervious to all reports since the beginning of history. Reading them is never going to help my case.
real way to stop it is to get YouTube to take notice of this problem and to actually fix it. Okay? That's it. That's the only way. For the record, I am not going to refresh this page because he very well might go and delete this post now to try to act like, I deleted the evidence.
Hang on. In case he tries to, I'm never going to. Did he say never?
Fix it. Okay? That's it. That's the only way. For the record, I am not going to refresh this page.
I was saying I'm not going to
he very
refresh
well
this
might go
page.
and delete
Okay.
this
I said I'm never going to refresh this page. Like, Jesus Christ, the words we're using here.
post now to try to act like, I deleted the evidence that I did it. But there's his evidence right fucking there. So I'm not going to.
Is that evidence, though? Like, I could make that post. You could make that post. Anybody could make this post. This is a nothing post, by the way. Literally, that doesn't prove a goddamn thing.
Be doing anything. I'm just going to leave that there. So there it is in black and white.
In black and white?
He
It's in
claimed
light
that
and
he was
gray?
in Raw Phil's chat tonight, claiming the credit for it. Okay? And he says he has 2 friends who basically are with him doing it. And he has one of which, I guess, has been subbed to me for something like 3 years. And that's why they're able, even when I had 1 year sub mode, that they're able to freeze my chats. So there's your answer right there. That's exactly how they're doing it. But the thing is, it's overloading the chat. And apparently, if you give enough, the hell? Look at this stupid shit.
Look at this.
If you have
shit.
enough,
DSP's actually a fucking child, dude. Was he looking anywhere near the screen when he got distracted by
And
that?
apparently, if you give enough, the hell?
Yeah, he actually just like he must have seen it in the preview or something. That is why he thinks his audience is as stupid and distractible as he is. Or that's why they're that dumb, because he fucking is. He actually can't focus and just deliver his stupid villain monologue without getting distracted by some random GIF playing on a completely other screen. Insane.
Shit. If you have enough, data pumping through, it apparently unclogs the chat. It took a while before, but then it went through quick, and now it's taking a while again. But if everyone just spams the chat room right now, it might unfreeze again. But it should, because it already has 2-3 times. There it goes. Chat just unfroze again. So now we know how to fix it. The problem is, again, this guy will just keep doing it. We have to figure out specifically who he is. I did ban him, right? Oh, I didn't? Well, now I did.
Now he's banned.
Oh,
we went
that's
through
the DSP
all that.
Reacts channel. Hold on a second.
Oh my god.
Okay, he is banned. So it's his butt buddies who are doing it. And when I say butt buddies, I don't mean to be offensive to gay people. It's just me and the most.
And this is what I was talking about. Now we got to walk it back. Something that I thought was fairly innocuous. I understand. I understand what he is saying as well, but I genuinely don't think that this was necessary whatsoever. Honestly, just brought more attention to it.
Being upset at this idiot.
Given that he is such a proud and ally of diversity and inclusion, or whatever the hell that slide says, you'd think that this kind of vernacular would automatically be out of his vocabulary anyhow. But apparently that is not the case. We just lie on the slides.
His two buddies in bullshit, I guess we could call them, right? His buddies in bullshit.
Buddies in bullshit.
They're doing this over and over.
A great stand-in for butt buddies, by the way.
And whoever they are, we got to find out who they are so that we can ban them from my channel too. So we need to figure that out. All right. By the way, I should know, if you guys give me their names, I can see all the participants right now in chat.
And you guys are saying in chat at the end of this, all of this entire I'm fired up, everything we're doing right now, Bucketeer is still in existence, and Rawfill is not. The person who was actually punished for the YouTube exploit was Rawfill.
So maybe I can search for these, because everyone here is a regular. I'm looking right now. Regular. Okay, there's a few people who aren't regulars.
He's like Spider-Man in that scene where they're carrying him on the train, and they're like, careful, he's a hero. It's like that. They're going to miss him like Eddie Guerrero.
Okay, I'm looking at it right now. See, I know some of these people are regulars. There's a few people who are suspect. I'm going to check them out right now.
There's a few people who are sus.
I'm going to check these people out right now.
There's some sussy bakas in the chat.
So figure it out. I wonder if there's a way. Is there a way to see?
Go ahead.
If someone has been following you for a certain amount of time. Does anyone know that? If you're on YouTube and you go to someone's YouTube channel, can you see if they follow you or sub to you, and for how long?
How is this guy a fucking 18-year creator and he doesn't know the way to figure out the people that are following you and sub to your goddamn channels for the longest? It's built into the fucking website. Just utilize the UI. This is his full-time job, dude. I do this once a week and I could fucking navigate to it in 30 seconds.
Sadly, I don't know. I wish I did know.
Like, it's just a craftsman who knows nothing about his tools in any fucking way.
And I'm trying to figure out who it is.
Ask me which end of the hammer you smack with. Are you fucking stupid?
Well, I'm not sure who it could be. That's the problem. Damn. A lot of you guys are regulars in the chat right now, so that's great. I saw you guys. See? So what's happening is you guys are unclogging the chat. And
you guys are unclogging. We keep using this term to unclogging. He can't get over this internet as a series of fucking tubes bit. And it is just, it's not even a good allegory or analogy or however that is.
One of these people in chat.
Whatever that literary device is.
So once I figure out who it is and I ban them, they're cooked. They can't do it anymore. But I got to figure out who it is.
Hit the desk.
I'm looking at the participants list.
Rawfill's in detractor heaven. All detractors go to heaven. It's like the movie.
Okay. Most of these people I recognize, actually.
I don't think that's actually true. I'm going to take that back. Not I
Some of
thought
these
about it a
are
little
stock
longer.
accounts.
Not all
I actually
detractors go to
recognize this
heaven.
one.
I wish that was true.
Yep, this is bullshit. Get rid of this one.
Yep, getting them out of
Goodbye.
here. What a good stream this is.
Here's
I'm
an account.
glad we
Only one
recorded this.
follower, never posted, has existed since 2006, and mysteriously just joined my chat room. Gee, I wonder what that one's here for, right? Yeah, I'm sure that's a legit viewer, right? Uh-huh, whatever you say. Of course.
Peak paranoia, by the way. I mean, it's kind of justified in this in this situation, but
Here we go.
new viewer banned. Right, exactly. Get him out of here.
Oops, it's a double character. We don't want to do that. I'm looking at all these different accounts. Sometimes it's hard. Like, this guy's a legit gamer. He has a legit channel.
This guy's a legit gamer as opposed to non-legit gamers. DSP, you fall into that fucking category. I mean, if anybody, DSP is a non-legit gamer.
He used to post up videos 100 years ago. I don't think he's posted up videos in a very long time. Yeah, 3 to 4 years ago was the last time this guy actually posted up videos. So could it be him? It could be. It's
Bro,
another.
we're looking at the view upload on accounts that are in the chat. Dude, like 99% of YouTube channels will never upload anything. What a terrible way to do this. Holy shit.
It's mysterious. I'm finding all accounts that have existed since 2006. What is that about?
What
Every
is
account
that?
that I don't recognize, I look it up, and they've all been around since 2006. Huh?
Yeah,
That
Derek.
doesn't really make much sense, does it? How are they all 2006 accounts? I'll tell you how, because they're hacked. We got someone who's actively going around hacking old YouTube accounts and then using them for these malicious purposes. 100%.
What? We just I actually didn't catch that the first time I seen this. We're just making shit up, right? Where was any sort of evidence for that whatsoever? He saw something happening and just made something up as fact. That's what's happening, right? You guys agree with me? Yeah, a whole new conspiracy.
2007. No videos.
Anonymous
for 13
style
years.
hacking
Yeah,
going
get out.
on behind the
You're not real.
scenes on
These are
every
all stolen
channel.
accounts.
They're all stolen. Oh man, this is so much worse actually than I
You
thought.
gotta be kidding me. Did I find another one? This is wild. This person has never uploaded. They just make playlists, it looks like.
Is that better than not
So,
uploading
if
in 3
I inadvertently
years?
ban someone, okay, and you're a legit viewer, you can always email me at darksidephil.
Oh, you can just email me for my transgressions, and then I will forgive myself, and then you by transference, of course.
phil.com, and I can investigate later. But for now, I do have to ban some of these accounts just on the sake of trying to see if I can figure out who the ones are that are freezing the chat over and over. And once I do get them, they can't freeze it anymore. Okay? And then what I'm going to have to do is do some testing.
We're gonna do
I banned a
testing. We're gonna do more experiments, you guys. You love experimental DSP. He kisses dudes. He plays the puppet master. He's gonna figure out the chat. It's gonna be crazy. Oh, and by the way, just in case you didn't see some of the later clips we're gonna watch, just to get you going, DSP says later that he just wants to play games and is not some sort of like behind the scenes power player playing 4D chess or something. Despite us doing multiple entire streams where he says that is exactly the point. I'm so excited to get there. I wanted to like preempt it.
People there, I don't know if I got the right person. So, to get everyone up to speed, because lots of people are joining live, okay? Here's what's happened. The person who's freezing my YouTube chat is this person right here. This person publicly admitted in the Raw Phil chat, they're the one who's doing it. They've explained
You can publicly admit to anything you want in Raw Phil's chat, by the way. It doesn't even have to be true. Like it was in this sense, but it doesn't have to be.
that what it is they found a exploit.
You can yeah, sorry, hang on. You can actually just lie on the internet. I don't know if maybe DSP hasn't figured this one out yet. You could just lie.
On YouTube. The exploit freezes your
It's
chat.
actually really
and that
common.
you can unfreeze it by having everyone spam the chat and overload it, then it unfreezes. Okay? But basically what they've said is they did go freeze other big YouTubers, but because the other YouTubers have so many people chatting at once, it almost unfreezes instantly. Okay? This guy publicly admitted right here on his page, goodbye to your chat, Steak Nation. He's the one who froze Steak Nation's
He's
chat
the one.
2 weeks ago. That was the guy who did it. He did it before me. Then he came to my chat. He's been doing it on and off for the last 2 weeks. The only reason I've been able to stop him from doing it all the time is basically by
I am Robert Freeze
is
chat.
basically by changing the
Yeah,
amount of
I'm
follower
John
length. So if I do, 1
YouTube
week
exploit.
follower, or not
That's
follower,
me.
1 week
I'm
sub
him.
only, 2 week sub
Bring
only.
back Raw
Well, finally, they
Phil.
apparently
Take me
convinced the troll
instead.
who had a 3-year sub to my channel to keep spamming. So now we just got to keep unfreezing it. You guys, it froze again because they're still doing it, which means I didn't get them yet. You see what I'm trying to do right now is find out who it is that's doing it and ban them. Perfect. Guess what? So Skeletor did a super chat. He's deleted his post recruiting old DSP gaming accounts that can chat. He was also stupid enough to link his Discord. I screenshotted that. If you need it, send it all. Send it all. I need this data. I'm going to
See, again, this is the type of shit that like again, normal people aren't doing this kind of thing. This is not something that a normal content creator is putting out, and this, I think, kind of defeats every single time that DSP's ever said he doesn't want to be involved in the drama. He's not that kind of guy. He's also not vindictive, and he just put like all of that. We're actively going and getting people's like linked accounts so that we can build up a portfolio and send it into YouTube. What are we doing here, Bappa? What's the end goal? Because we got
done.
Raw Phil banned.
Send all the information to me.
Maybe that was the point. You know, the point of a system at some point is ultimately the result. So I guess the point was to get Raw Phil banned.
Got him. Got him. Red-handed. Got the evidence. I'm not going to post it up, but I've got the evidence right there, right in front of me. I'm staring at it. DSP made it so you can need a YouTube channel that has been subbed to him for 7 days to chat. Here's the link to his Discord. If you have an account that you, and then it cuts off, if you have an account you can talk in DSP's chat and you want to troll him, send it to me, and I'll give you the code on how to freeze it. So he publicly admitted it. Here it is. And he posted up his Discord, and it links to his YouTube channel.
Yep. And none of that actually did anything to him ever. It only did something to Raw Phil. Very cool.
Nice try, bitch boy.
You think he told YouTube that Raw Phil was the responsible party? I wouldn't doubt that, or at least insinuated in the messaging
trying to send me the
by all of the ways that he communicated with whoever he communicated with, or he represented it. I think it probably leaned heavy into Raw Phil because that's the bigger fish to fry.
phrasing that freezes the chat. I've already banned that phrasing when he did it 2 weeks ago. It doesn't work because that's not the phrasing. I'm telling you, that's not the phrasing that actually does it. Yeah. Give it to Ethan Klein. I mean, who do you guys want to give me the information to? We've got his YouTube account. I've got his Discord. We've got the post proving that he did it. So now, who does this go to? Who does this evidence go to? That's what I need to know. How do we escalate? Who do we put it to? I would give it direct to YouTube, but does anyone think YouTube will do anything with it? How do you talk to someone at YouTube? They're just a bunch of bots. You know what I'm saying? They're literally just a bunch of bots.
They're a bunch of
There's no
bots.
humans there who will respond. Because at this point, if you want to know,
Describing
the truth,
most people, by the
guy
way,
is
just a
desperate,
bunch of
let's be
bots.
honest, he knows he got caught out red-handed, and he's cooked. So now what he's going to do
He
is try
knows
to
he's
burn
cooked.
scorched earth. He's going to try to say, well, everyone just...
DSP using common stream vernacular all of a sudden. He's cooked, chat. Can I get W's? W's in chat for me, because he's spent.
Phil's chat nonstop, right? That's exactly what he's going to do.
Grown-ass man, by the way.
So how do we stop it? See, the way I see it, if we can ban the accounts that are the long followers of DSP Gaming that are doing it, then...
He's
right?
watching queso.
See, Liv Will says members only. We can do members only, but they haven't fixed the loophole yet. There's a loophole on YouTube where you can use a VPN and buy a membership for 4 cents. So sadly, they could use the loophole, all right, to get fake memberships to temporarily join again, which obviously that's not, not ideal. So what we need to do actually is find a way to figure out these long-standing accounts that are doing it, ban them, then do follower-only mode for as long as we need. I keep saying follower-only mode. It's sub-only mode. We have to do sub-only mode for as long as needed, so that no new account can start spamming it. And then we got...
All right, we're done here. There's like 10 seconds left, and I can't even make it. We're done here. I can't listen to this anymore. That was what DSP turned his night stream into, because it obviously was such a problem. The chat was unusable, as if his chat basically ever mattered for... The real reason the chat matters for DSP is because he needs the hand-holding. Just undeniably, that's what he needs. His chat has to work where he literally cannot progress through video games, and you saw as much if you watched that Dark Souls 2 stream. The gameplay that he was actually, playing and experiencing was somehow subpar, even in DSP standards, without chat holding. So this is absolutely dire to him, so much so that we made a late night begging plea video.
Hello, everyone.
And this is how you, if you didn't know it was serious before, the non-streamed pleading and begging video late at night is, I think, obvious enough.
Phil Burnell, better known as Darkside Phil or DSP for short on the internet. I've been a YouTuber for 18 years, and I've been a full-time live streamer on YouTube for about 5 years now. The reason I'm making this video, and I'm appealing...
Of course, it had to come with a brief history lesson at the beginning, and you're going to see that a couple of more times.
To you for
more history in my explanation plea video. Thank you to Now Ronan for the 5, saying the fact that his dented army goes out and finds information on any and all detractors is beyond sad. Then the dent should wonder why they get doxxed also. Well, and that's kind of the thing, though, isn't it? Is like, he will shit on Kiwi Farms users, that the agricultural website, as I'm a fan of calling it. I didn't invent that. That was somebody else's joke. He shits on them for following him and airing out the dirty laundry of all these people and all of this information about the people that follow them and give them money, and it's sick and degenerate and they have no lives. But then obviously when the roles are reversed and he has his flying monkeys doing all that work, it's totally justified and real and true and honest and righteous in every capacity, because it was done on behalf of DSP.
hell is because there is a brand new YouTube chat exploit. The way it works is that when you are live streaming on YouTube, if someone knows a certain kind of code, we're suspecting it's some kind of a Unicode combination of characters.
You think DSP uses eyeliner?
Into your YouTube stream chat, your chat will completely freeze.
I don't know. It's pretty. It's not high enough quality. I don't watch DSP in 4K. I can't do it. I might be sick.
But if you get enough people in this frozen chat to spam like crazy, the chat can unfreeze. The problem is, number one, it seems randomized how long it takes. Sometimes it could be within a minute, and sometimes it could be 10+ minutes of a frozen chat. In addition to that, once the chat is unfrozen, the troll or perpetrator who's causing your stream chat to freeze can literally refreeze it again.
I do kind of see what you're saying about the eyeliner in this video, though. You think maybe he put on eyeliner for this video? This one's gonna reach out to the whole of YouTube or whatever, right? This is his final grasp. Do you think we'd let Kat do our little makeup a bit? So that we could send this out? Is that the lies we're gonna spread, you guys? I'm totally down, but I just need to know if we're all locking in for this.
There are some workarounds. For example, you can set your chat to be a lengthy sub-only mode, like someone had to be subscribed to your channel for a year to even talk in your chat. And that can work if some of the people who are coming by perhaps are fresh trolls. However, in the case of someone who's been around for a long time...
I like fresh trolls, by the way.
Sometimes you can get people to help you. And in this case, there's a...
Sometimes when you listen to DSP and the things that he's doing and saying, you hear combinations of words that you probably wouldn't hear anywhere else. Like, I don't know anyone else that's talking about fresh trolls. What an odd combo of words.
Person who started freezing my chat 2 weeks ago, and I just kept
fresh, hot
stretching
out
out
the
the
oven.
follower only, or excuse me, the sub-only mode longer,
you know,
longer.
like
I'm now up to
new
a year,
trolls.
and it's still freezing. This person has
Mint
publicly
condition.
exposed themselves, saying who they are, claiming that they're the one who's doing it, asking for help from people who don't like me, saying, hey, if you're subbed to Phil for 3 years, contact me on my Discord, and I want to use your account to freeze his chat over and over. Now, here's the problem. This is a exploit that can affect everyone who streams on YouTube who doesn't have a ridiculous amount of viewers to constantly unfreeze their chat. For example, if this was done to someone who has 10,000, 20,000 viewers, immediately people are going to start spamming.
Somebody bigger than DSP, somebody that people actually like or you know, are important to the ecosystem or something.
You're not going to have that active chat that's going to be able to unfreeze this over and over, and someone can maliciously keep freezing it, and now it could take upwards of minutes to a longer time to get unfrozen again. It's a nightmare.
It can take upwards of minutes to a longer time. This is what I'm saying. Like, there's words back to back that are so odd.
And we all
minutes to a long. It's like English is not his first language or something.
know that streaming is an interactive medium. No one just streams and ignores their audience. That's the whole idea. You're talking.
DSPs do that for literally years. What are you talking about? There's tons of people that stream and never look at their chat ever. Like, factually, there has to be at least one, first and foremost. But DSP was actually that guy for years. How could he even presume that one of those doesn't still exist? I hate this fella.
You're interacting, you're having conversational tone. Perhaps you're playing a game that people are helping with you, giving you aid. Maybe you're talking back and forth in a Q&A. You need to have that interaction with your audience. In a lot of ways, that's what brings in support. People are liking the interactions they're having, and then they'll throw you, a membership or a super chat. If the chat doesn't work, essentially, people are going to say, I don't want to stream on YouTube anymore. I'm going to go to another platform. Now, you might say, why is this only happening on YouTube? Why?
A couple people pointing out that he does say, how can I say, or how do I say often, like he is a foreigner.
Heard about
he does
this on
do
Twitch
that.
or somewhere else, because YouTube has a very unique chat.
Now, what do I mean by
that? It's not a chat room protocol, meaning on Twitch, on Kick, on other services, they're actually using a client through a chat protocol that's completely separate from their business. It's actually
Oh my
based on an old
god,
protocol.
we're pig-splaining IRC, dude. Is this what YouTube needs? Is this what the internet at large needs? They need a pig-splanation of fucking IRC chat protocols that I'm sure DSP doesn't actually know if any of the information he spouts about is true, authentic, and honest. I like, genuinely. Fuck, dude. Thank you, Waffle Bunny, for the 5, saying, Raw Phil War Boss is gone. We need fresh trolls for a new WOG. It's true. We need a bigger and stronger boss. It's true. Which one of you troll boys is gonna step up?
Called IRC, Internet Relay Chat. And what these companies did is they bought server space and just have their private servers where everyone chats, and they integrated it into their website. When YouTube decided to start doing live streaming, they did it
Dark Dave Mirrors back. Let's go.
Bootleg.
Let's go.
What they tried to do was just take the comments system that's already on their existing videos and convert it into a live chat that really isn't a live chat. It's just an ongoing comment string. So because of that, it's got all these differences and weaknesses compared to, say, Twitch chat or Kick chat or anywhere else. So people found this weakness and they're exploiting it, and it only works on YouTube. Now,
great, awesome, perfect, fantastic. We were 4 minutes into this clip, and all he's like, I get that this is for an audience that isn't his, I guess. I don't know how that audience would be found, but you know, just he's again explained everything that his chat has already heard 30,000 times.
Why am I making this video? I'm going to tell you why. Because for 2 weeks I've tried to fix this, changing the sub-only modes or whatever. It's just not working anymore. All I can do is tell my chat, hey, spam, and they spam, and it unfreezes, then it freezes again because the guy's just sitting there doing it. I can't continue to operate like this. And the thing is, when they're done with me, they're going to move on to other people. Now, this might not affect giant YouTubers, but this will affect mid to small size YouTubers who are streaming and need their chats to work. So you might say, well, did you go to YouTube? Well, of course I did. First off, for the record, no, you cannot go to YouTube Creator Support because YouTube Creator Support doesn't help you with these issues. I know because several years ago I had another technical issue, and when I tried to explain it to them, they don't know anything. They are literally uneducated employees who don't understand how YouTube works.
They're uneducated employees who don't know how YouTube works. And the guy does, of course. Like, if you gave the guy the reins, if you put the fucking the code in front of him, if you shoved the back end onto his PC right now, he'd fix all your problems because he knows exactly where all of the exploits are. He's basically Megamind, okay? He has all the secrets. He has the sauce. And you fucking idiots at YouTube don't listen. Yeah, they're book smart nerds, but they're uneducated and they lack street smarts as well or something.
They have is like checklists and frequently asked questions articles.
DSP can't do a hello world. Wrong. Banned. You clearly underestimate the guy's fucking supernatural ability to be the best at everything he's ever done. He'll tell you himself.
They can't help you with any technical issues. If you tell them to escalate,
lore,
they refuse
dude.
and say they don't have anyone to do that with. So you can't actually get help from creator support for an issue like this. So I reached out.
Yeah, similar head to Megamind. True.
Or X.
True. Oddly shaped head to both of them.
As you can see, 6 hours ago, I explained the situation. They responded, is this happening on all devices? Try signing out and back into your account, closing and relaunching. To which I responded, this is not just a thing happening to me. This is happening to everyone on the stream. No one can access the chat. It completely freezes.
Great. I'm so sorry. My bad. I love this. I love this reply here. Very good. Short, sweet, to the point. LOL.
I need your help. I need to talk to someone.
Sometimes
who has,
brevity really is.
So we can talk this out and they can figure it out and maybe figure out what the exploit is.
That's it.
Haven't heard back. I don't think I will, to be frank with you. I am going to respond to them again tonight, but I don't think I'm going to get any response. So I tried going to YouTube. They won't help me. Now.
Also, how goofy is his fucking name that when he's trying to reach out, they're replying to, I know they're replying to @they call me DSP, but it's coming up as DSP is diving into summer fun, ! It's so juvenile.
To be frank with you, I am going to respond to them again
tonight. Why are we bringing Frank into this? Why are we so desperately want to be Frank all the time?
They won't help me. Now.
Pales in comparison to Frank.
This person who's doing this maliciously has already exposed themselves and publicly admitted to doing it. They went to my detractors channel. Let me show you. This is one of my detractors. They're incredibly deceitful. Because why are they deceitful? Because
here is where we super rope Raw Phil into this explanation, expose, portfolio, dossier of hate against the freezer of the chat. Here is where we shift the blame onto Raw Phil. Here you have it.
They try to steal views.
Oh yeah, 07's in chat, please.
This
Candles, 07's, trumpets.
Every single
I want
day,
to see it all.
Live rebroadcast me. In fact, they already have a stream set up for tomorrow to illegally steal my Pokemon stream. They misrepresent themselves as me. This art is my own art from back in the day. They stole it. when they're streaming, people actually come into the stream thinking it's my stream, and sometimes they contribute to this guy. He's a thief. And by all means, his channel...
Anybody accidentally clicking on Raw Phil and giving him money because they think it's DSP deserves to have their money taken. They're the type, they're worse than cattle, I believe, is the descriptor, to be honest with you. And I think Keemstar did that at one point, and I said what I said, and I fucking meant what I meant, okay? It is what it is.
Should not exist.
Be better than that.
But YouTube allows it to continue to exist because I won't sue the guy. Okay? So when this guy's live rebroadcasting me, the person who is actually doing this chat freezing is in his chat publicly admitting it all. And he says, basically, he found this exploit about 2-3 weeks ago. He tried to contact YouTube to get money out of them for them to pay him to expose what it is so they could fix it. But all he could get was AI responses because you can't talk to humans on YouTube, so he gave up. Then he went to big YouTubers and tried freezing their chats. But what happened was their chats would just unfreeze because they have so many viewers. People would chat like crazy and it would...
Could you guys confirm any of this self-admission, by the way? Because, like, I obviously watched the clips and when we saw him go to the channel or whatever, but I never actually saw any of this admission in Raw Phil's chat. All of these, you know, him explaining the secret sauce. I never saw any of that myself. This is all true. All of that is factual in accordance to how DSP is describing it here.
Unclog that pipeline,
Let me know.
and the freezing would be undone instantly. So it's not effective against big YouTubers. Then he went to a few smaller time YouTubers, and he did successfully freeze their chats, but no one cared because they were small time YouTubers. So then he went to me. And the thing is about me, I am A-logged constantly.
Because I actually haven't seen not a single screenshot by anybody to confirm or deny these claims here.
By people like this and others. So when this happens to me, these people benefit because they make videos about it and they blow it up like a big deal. These people have had content for 2 straight weeks as this guy is frozen my chat. And this...
You see how he keeps saying these people, and the account on the screen in question is on screen in question is Raw Phil. Do you see how he keeps... You see how this ire got drawn and the attention got brought to Raw Phil instead of the guy that actually did the thing? Are you catching on to that?
Guy's been getting more and more attention for it, so now he's stepping up and actually publicly claiming responsibility because he wants to be notable for it.
You see how he didn't go to
But that's the
Bucketeer's
problem.
channel and actually show
okay?
all of that
so first
off?
Here's his YouTube channel, which he publicly...
Oh, okay, here we go. I guess I got there too fast. My bad. I would think that this would be the person that would get the...
admitted
anyway.
this is his account. He even
Anyway.
says his name is Bucketeer in the chat before he freezes it. It's a failed YouTube channel from many years ago. We used to do videos that would get some views on them, but basically they stopped being popular, and then he basically gave up on the channel, so now he's doing this trolling activity. You can see down here, he posted up 2 weeks ago, say goodbye to your chat, Snake Nate.
Thank you, Sneed Feed, for the 5. Saying, I see Phil going after Raw Phil as destroying evidence to his begging and unrecorded attacks to his own chat. Yeah, it could be definitely in part of it, for sure. There's plenty of reasons why DSP hates Raw Phil the most. It's true and real and honest, authentic DSP begging, true and real and authentic DSP shitty behavior en masse, true and authentic shitty DSP gameplay en masse, and he beats his ass in Street Fighter on a regular basis, and also provides a much better viewing experience for DSP just in general by providing all of the extra information. And DSP could just never. It requires too much effort and too much care on the viewer to provide all of that extra.
And he froze whoever Steak Nation's chat is, and they couldn't chat. That was one of the tests he did. Okay? As you can see here, hey, DSP, let's talk soon. He actually is actively addressing me. I'm wearing the same clothes right now. He was watching my stream, and he posted that up on his channel. Okay? It's him doing it, and his buddies. Because what he did was he found people who have old accounts, who have been subbed to me for a long time, and they're freezing my YouTube chat. So this is him, 100%.
This is him. He's the guy.
Okay? What do? Who do I appeal to get this fixed? I know the perpetrator. By the way, I have a link to his Discord account because he posted that up.
I know it's an accurate word to use, but it has so much like grandiosity to it to call them a perpetrator.
Online saying, hey, if you don't like DSP, join my Discord and give me your account, and maybe I could use your account to freeze his chat. So I've got his Discord information. I've got the screen captures from Raw Phil proving he admitted all of this. I've got his YouTube channel. We know who's doing it. So what am I supposed to do to fix this now? That's the question. I'm appealing to the internet at large and to YouTubers out there and creators. Anyone who could possibly help me here, who has a minute and has an idea of what to do.
I'm dying.
I can't seem to get through to YouTube and talk to a human.
I need this desperately. I can't finish a video game if my chat is frozen. Imagine a world where you can't finish a game unless someone is actually holding your hand.
I get this auto response and then nothing. I know the creator support won't help me. I need to be able to talk to my YouTube audience. This is ridiculous that the chat even has this exploit to begin with. And now there's no avenue, despite the fact that I have all the evidence of who's doing it, to actually get it resolved. So, please, for the sake of everyone who streams on YouTube, help me.
And that's genuinely why I said earlier that DSP is going to throw some heroism altruistic spin on this, because he makes this video and he you know, poses it and frames it as though this is for the sake of everybody on YouTube. This thing that doesn't really seem to be affecting anybody other than DSP in any actual real capacity. This is for the sake of them. They're going to be the ones that are going to benefit from this great act that DSP is doing for the community at large. It's his own selfish desires to be handheld through video games. No, it's for the common people, the good people out there, of course.
Leave a comment, reach out. You can email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com. You can DM me on X @TheyCallMeDSP. I need help fixing this issue. I'm going to post this as my featured video on my channel now. I'm going to post this up on X and on my channel. Share it. Let everyone know YouTube chat is broken. Anyone can use this new exploit to freeze your chat. And right now, there's no way to permanently fix it. Just temporary band-aids that can easily be ripped off. And anyone who's mid to smaller range on YouTube will be unable to talk with their chats if this isn't fixed. Thank you for listening. I look forward to hearing back from some people who can help. Have a good night.
I look forward. Again, just a lot of confidence that he's going to hear back from people, which I guess was true. The confidence was warranted because it happened. In hindsight, I guess. So anyway, we make this desperate plea, and then I believe it's the following day. We'll see on the timestamp. Believe it's the following day. We finally hear news back, you guys. I know you're so excited.
Hold the phone. I'm going to stop recording for a moment. I'll come back to the playthrough in a second.
Stop literally everything that we're doing so that we can draw a bunch of attention to this, of course. This is worth stopping the gameplay that we've already stopped 1 million times this week for this problem that we totally don't have time to be dealing with, and we just want to play video games, you guys. Let's stop the gameplay again.
Are you ready? Never before in history have I got such a W in my life. Are you ready for this?
What an insane, sad, pathetic, embarrassing fucking admission to ever have in your entire life. I'm kind of jumping the gun here, but I want to say it now and say it proud. If this is the biggest, if putting in a bug report and getting some fucking code solved is the biggest W in your life, you are everything you say about detractors, dude. You have nothing going on. There is nothing in your life worth living for. You live for nothing. Actually.
YouTube, because I report.
Yeah, also, bro got away with the bankruptcy, and this is a bigger W. You're right. Even in the twisted, warped mind, the way the DSP thinks, you would think the bankruptcy would be a bigger W, but it's somehow getting a random bug fixed on the platform. Imagine if you were playing Overwatch, as shitty as that game is, and then you uncovered that you could spam, you could cancel out an animation and it was a little OP, and then you reported it and then they fixed it, and then you considered that the biggest W of your entire life. You'd get laughed out of a room, I'd hope.
Reported the problem?
I hope you get shunned for your family for being a loser.
I reported it specifically to YouTube. They just wrote me back thanking me for reporting it.
Thank you.
They fixed it entirely. That's why the chat didn't freeze tonight. So let's
Roblox bug report got accepted. Life is complete. You might as well jump now, bro. It doesn't get better than that. You've hit the peak.
You guys
Sorry.
Ready?
I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and
I'm now turning the chat to 5-minute sub-only mode.
Thank you, Redbird, for the 23 months, almost 2 full years, saying, I know it might sound crazy, but I think that Phil will live to regret removing Raw's channel at the end of the day. It's just less people talking about him. I've seen that posited. I don't know how much that's going to affect DSP. I guess we'll have to see how it plays out. But yeah, in some real legitimate way, DSP does rely on people like Raw Phil to keep him relevant and keep people engaged. And there are a lot of people that will no longer be engaged because they are unwilling to go to his channel. And therefore, the people that fight with the trolls by giving him money in their own retarded mind or whatever, those people are also less incentivized to give him money and support the channel. So there is definitely a method that this could backfire. Just how, I guess the degree to which is what I would question.
Meaning most of you who've been waiting to talk and couldn't should be able to talk right now. Let's see if it's true. YouTube is saying they fixed it fully, and they actually thanked me.
They actually thanked me.
I can't fucking believe it.
I'm gonna roll that back because that was the little voice quiver in that, I think really adds to how pathetic this actually is.
Let's see if it's true. YouTube is saying they fixed it fully, and they actually thanked me.
They actually thanked me, you guys.
I can't fucking
oh
believe
my god, I can't believe it. They thanked me. Oh. Can't believe there's not a Raw Phil like that's already up. That was in there somewhere. Where did it go?
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, I'm surprised there just isn't a new Raw Phil style channel up yet. Yeah, what is stopping somebody else from restreaming Raw Phil from Twitch back onto YouTube under a different channel? What, like, not to steal or whatever, but
buddy, hello everyone.
There are? Okay, good, great, perfect, awesome, perfect, fantastic.
Everyone is joining. Everyone is able to talk.
Infinite proxies.
Hello,
I'm not
everybody.
watching on
Hi.
Twitch. Come
I missed
on.
You. I missed all you guys.
Stop recommending me the solution.
Chat.
I don't want it.
We really did. We had a lot of people in the last year who've joined me on this journey and chilling and having good times on streams. And I'm really,
oh
really
yeah, Dark
happy
Dave's
that now
mirror
you
is
guys
back
can
up.
join.
Sorry.
Again, after all this nonsense the past 2 weeks.
I shouldn't be discrediting
right?
Dark Dave.
How y'all doing? Good. Welcome back, everybody.
Ghost
we'll
of
leave it on
Raw
the
Phil.
5-minute sub mode just to stop immediate bots from spamming. But welcome back, everybody. Yeah, this is crazy. Absolutely amazing
Stop
information.
the entire gameplay so that we could do a victory lap, a gloating run.
Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, man. Biggest W ever, you guys. Holy shit. They fixed the chat. So now time for me to not actually use the chat for the thing that I need it for.
Yes, I can
right?
reduce the chat. Let me reduce the spam filter as well because I had the spam filter on extreme. I'll turn it off. Okay, I'm turning it off right now, everybody. You should be able to post the emotes again. And I apologize because some people just got timed out for it. That should be off now. Okay.
Holy, he can't even talk while clicking through the settings on a fucking website, dude. And look at this stance he's got to take in order to see around his microphone. This is the office that he built. I know we do this every once in a while, but this is the office he built, designed, gloated about for ages, and acted as though it was the most optimal, most supreme setup that's ever existed, and you were an idiot knucklehead McSpazitron if you don't enjoy this and can't see the form factor being the best. But we're actively leering over the microphone in order to change settings on the fucking website.
Okay. This is great news, right? I mean, we won. We actually got a W for once. I mean,
Actually
it's rare
got a W for once.
when you get one.
Rare
I got a
W.
If you can
An
believe it.
admission that W's are rare.
Holy shit.
Tough.
Absolutely amazing. I guess I owe YouTube an apology in this case because I had no faith in them, and apparently they actually do their job if you get it escalated. And that was the problem. It was a pain, but I did get it escalated, and they fixed it. That's absolutely amazing.
Great. Awesome. Perfect.
Okay. So I think we should be good. I think the chat should work. YouTube is assuring me the chat will work.
Wasn't the level 666 podcast straight out of fucking hell king snaking a W as well? That's what I was told at the time. But since then, I've been told that the king snaking simultaneously did happen while not happening. I guess in like a weird parallel world sense or something. And that it was simultaneously a W while also like not a part of the plan the whole time. But also a plan the whole time, of course.
Said if it does break again,
if you think in 5 dimensions,
they want
it
to know
works.
so they can keep researching the issue. So if chat breaks again tonight, guys, let me know. Obviously, I'll notice, but I need to know so we can tell YouTube again what's going on. Okay, everybody? Good stuff. Amazing. Everyone give yourself a round of applause for putting up with the bullshit. But we're here.
What is that?
And we're going to
Give your... again, like, we're putting a lot of grandiosity on what actually accounts to nothing. Give yourself a round of the applause as a chat member for putting up with the bullshit. The putting up with the bullshit just means not typing in the chat. Give yourself a round of applause for not typing in chat.
chill. We're going to have a good night. This is amazing.
Actually, nothing,
Super
dude.
positivity right now, man. Good
Participation trophies.
Good freaking stuff.
By not participating even.
All right. I know, Dark Maggot, I actually don't know what caused YouTube to be so quick in this case, because I have tried to get YouTube's attention on stuff before, and they never really paid attention to me. The fact that I actually got their attention and got it fixed this quick is unprecedented. I am shocked, but that's good. That's a good thing. Maybe what it is hearing how bad it could possibly be. All right. So we have extra time, everyone. So what we're going to do is we are going to have a half-hour hangout session where we celebrate.
All right, so guys, I know the chat is finally working and we are done being derailed from all of the gameplay over here at DSP Space Gaming, but instead of doing more gameplay, we're going to do a 30-minute sit-around fuck-about session instead. Sound good?
YouTube chat is now fixed because YouTube recoded it just for me and stopped this vulnerability.
They recoded it just for me. I thought it was for YouTube as a whole, the entire internet at large, all small to mid content creators that would be affected by this. Now YouTube did it just for you? Weird, odd, crazy how we've reframed it already.
Bucketeer limp dick weirdo was using to fuck with my chat. What a total life fucking loser that guy is, huh? What a piece of human fucking garbage. It's almost like he has no power over anyone, and he's a pathetic waste of existence.
And this, you can already see the mental, I was going to say the R word, the mental fucking that DSP has already experienced at the hands of an actual child in the form of Bucketeer, Henry Epstein style, I fucking guess, because he's posing this as somebody no longer, or I guess never having any sort of power over someone else. What the fuck kind of nonsense is this, dude? We're on the internet. This is fake. What are you doing?
Wow.
Yeah, no power over anyone is very telling. I think it tells you how much this like impacts and affects DSP mentally, dude. Like, this is how he views it. This is some weird power dynamic relationship between him and all of these people on the internet. It's gross, actually, if you ask me.
Okay. All right, ready? Let's celebrate, everyone. Here we go. What is going on, everyone? DSP here with some absolutely amazing positive
Absolutely
news
amazing positive style
news. As you
news.
know, the last couple of weeks, things have been kind of dicey around here because there was a new
dicey
YouTube chat exploit for live streams where someone who knew some way to exploit this, I don't know if it was a Unicode thing that was flooding the chat and making the chat crash or freeze.
Now we're unsure. And this is one of the reasons I asked earlier. I just didn't know it then. DSP will fucking tell you with the utmost confidence, this is what's happening. It's the Unicode, and this is the way that the IRC chat works on the back end, and it's unlike X, Y, and Z, da-da-da-da-da. But then he'll do his gloating final lap around the fucking track and flex on everybody and tell you, I actually don't know. I think this is how it was. Maybe it was a Unicode. I don't know. Because he was never familiar with the information anyway. He was just regurgitating whatever retard flying monkey he had in his fucking DMs. Which is, again, and I can't stress this enough, pathetic and sad for a 44-year-old man.
But basically,
thank you now, Ronan, for the 2. Saying didn't have power over Phil, yet shut his chat down. Yeah, he never had that power, except for when he did.
People were coming into my live stream chats every day and shutting them down. The chat would freeze, and we could not get it to work again. The only way that I could figure out to get it to work was to start a totally new stream. Well, yesterday, this idiot who'd been doing it for 2 weeks actually got ballsy, got full of himself, and he started going to my detractor chats and bragging publicly on the internet about it, not only exposing who he was, but also kind of explaining what he was doing and explaining that you could unfreeze it by flooding the chat. So basically, I used that yesterday on my...
Razio the Lost is saying that he loves how much he talks so much shit when he thinks that it's fixed, but and that the guy can't do it anymore. But the truth is it's not fixed. So not only is apparently it not fixed, Bucketeer still exists and we lost Raw Phil. Again, a very lowercase w for the guy, unfortunately. Oh shit, it's the guy! It's the actual guy, Almighty Tevin, with the 333. Atlas, the plant keeper. It is true, it's me. I do keep plants. I'm getting better at it, actually, for whatever that means.
My late night stream to
Some people don't have green thumbs at all.
Unfrozen, but there's no permanent fix.
Thank you,
so
Almighty
I've been
Tevin,
talking to YouTube
for the 333.
about it for 2 days, and after giving them all of the
Back
information
to back.
and providing them with the information of the culprit, because they know who he is now, they have all his identity and everything, I'm happy to say the issue is completely fixed. YouTube
It's completely fixed, though, you
guess
guys.
What? We identified the
solved.
problem. We have fixed it. This will no longer happen. Feel free to take off sub-only mode on your chat. You should be safe. We are protecting you from this kind of malicious activity moving forward. Thank you for reporting it. They actually thanked me.
They
for
actually
reporting
thanked
the
me, you
bug,
guys.
Because if I hadn't, this bug could have affected anyone who chats on YouTube. So that.
But how many people, and I guess you guys might not know the answer to this either, but how many people were actually being affected by this aside from DSP? Nobody that I watch outside of DSP ever had this issue with their chat. And I do watch live streams in my free time, sometimes while I'm playing video games. Nobody ever talked about this. Nobody ever mentioned this. This seems like it might have been exclusive to DSP or lolcows in general, in which case I couldn't even bother to give a fuck. Raw was affected by this. Well, he got caught in the crossfire style. I mean,
that is absolutely.
Oh, WPIG2, damn tough.
Absolutely amazing, because YouTube listened and took action. We got the bug fixed for everyone.
Yeah, they thanked
so
me.
That is
Dear
amazing.
channel
And
name,
I'm so happy
thank
that we
you
had
for
a
bringing this to
positive
our
impact on anyone who
attention.
streams on YouTube.
Exactly
And
how
that
it
this
goes.
idiot got his balls cut off the moment that he opened his stupid mouth and tried to talk junk and act like he was some big shot. He immediately got castrated. And now
He got castrated. Oh my god, dude. Imagine talking like this about fucking internet nonsense. He was castrated. I would never fucking get on here and be like, guys, DSP got dunked on so hard he was castrated. Are we fucking serious? What a cringe look. Yeah, they cut his nuts off. Fucking hate this guy and the way he talks. Thank you, Paul Turner, 4684, for the 5. Saying, guys, I just got a letter that said I could be eligible to win some very valuable prizes. I just have to click this link. Yeah, and put in your credit card information and your social security. It's just a part of the documentation. Please fill it out. Thank you, Paul Turner, for the 5.
he's a worthless human, just like he always was. And I get to do awesome streams with my audience every single day. So right now, this is a celebration of victory over those who would oppose us. It's like I said, everybody, you don't let people get you down. You don't sit there and whine and seethe and complain. You take action and you move forward positively.
When did he say that? Like, I know he's Mr. Positivity, move on, you know, I'm going to say positively again, but like, when did he say that in this situation? Was this brought up and like relevant in this topic, or are we just bringing back our ancient, sayings? Thank you, Redbird, for the 1 gifted membership that went to Roadside Phil. Big ups.
And this is a direct example of how, because we all work together, we got it taken care of. This guy is now a fucking clown, and now we can move forward and have a great time together on stream daily.
Now this guy's a clown.
Problems. So thank you to those who put up with this for 2 weeks. Seriously, it sucked that I couldn't actively talk with my chat for 2 weeks. I had to have it on 1 week sub-only mode, 1 year sub-only mode. And that sucks for those of you who are relative newcomers. Or maybe have only joined me in the last 6 to 8 months who like my content and want to hang out. You're back. You're back full force. And again, you
look at that arm. Look at that arm. It's almost like when I'm always going to say this, when I notice it at least, it's almost like when he doesn't shove it into the camera at a very particular, position, and he pivots his body in a very specific way, he looks normal, if not atrophied, in every capacity.
YouTube said to tell them again, if anything like this ever happens, they want me to report it, and I will. So thank you all so very much for understanding, and thank you for your support. You guys are awesome. We can now have great streams together moving forward. Total detractor failure.
Total detractor failure, by the way. Not the total that I'm typically familiar with, but okay. Thank you, Ramen Brahman, for the 5, saying this is just the Resurgence 5. 3 YouTube 5.3, sorry. What an odd version number, but it is true. The Resurgence 5.3. YouTube loves him again, guys. And they're definitely totally listening to what he said. Everything's up from here. Yeah, it's all going to come up, Millhouse. I'll tell you what.
Awesome.
We're going to the moon. DSP stock to the moon.
Someone just tipped me $1.50 says, Phil, I personally think you're bad at games, and I find that funny, but you should still have the right to stream regardless, so I'm glad that your chat got fixed.
Yeah, TDD,
listen,
total detractor death.
You don't have to like
something I'm more familiar with.
Level. You don't have to even like me, but understand, no one should have their ability to make content taken away from an underhanded or illegal means, which is exactly what this was. This was a guy who wanted to take away.
What is illegal about freezing someone's chat with a line of code or whatever the circumstances were? Is there an illegality to that? Is that a felony or is that a misdemeanor? What articles does that fall under, DSP? I'm just kind of, I mean, maybe he shouldn't have added the illegal part. Maybe if he just would have left it at underhanded, there would have been no question. It is underhanded, I think, undeniably. But illegal? That's nonsense, filler work. Like, what are you talking about?
In my ability to interact with my chat, making the YouTube side of the chat kind of pointless because the whole point of streaming is to interact with your audience. If you can't, then what fun are you possibly going to have? And the answer is pretty much very limited. I was doing my best to try to keep interacting with you guys, but, what could I do? I couldn't, my eye was nerfed essentially, right? Like I had my hands tied behind my back and I couldn't really do much to fix the problem. So thank you guys for understanding, but we're good. This is a celebration of victory and positivity right now. We'll hang out for like 20, 30 minutes.
W poses, Y poses out the wazoo, I guess. You can tell how much we won by all of the poses we're hitting. We're like a hero on the plinth right now. To make sure you're taking your pictures, you're catching his heroicism right now. You're taking screenshots so that you can put them on your reverence wall, we'll call it, your RW.
To end the stream, we actually finished the game I was playing tonight early, so we can have a little bit of a hangout session. How did I fix the problem? I reported it to YouTube. I showed them exactly what I was talking about, and I sent them all the information of the guy who was doing it, the fact that he had blabbed about it, evidence of who he was, his YouTube channel, everything. They have everything. So they believed me. Like, this is the difference, is when you have all the evidence, they'll believe you. The guy was so dumb, he put the...
But that's not true. He said in the past that he's brought things to YouTube's attention before, and he had all the evidence and showed them exactly how to do it, and then they did nothing about it because they're a terrible website. And they only took care of the problem months and months after he had brought it up to them, and it had nothing to do with him. So that's actually just not true. We're factually lying again. We've changed the narrative because this one time, this one situation worked out this way, and so now that's the new reality. That's the new truth, and it's always been that way. Very cool.
Evidence all over the internet. If he had just kept his fucking mouth shut and no one knew who was doing it, maybe this wouldn't have gotten fixed. But the guy...
Yo, Jade's got a full sentence in chat. No way. I'm gonna run it back. Jade saying, at DSP Gaming, so what do you want to talk about, LOL? Wow. Holy shit. That is a full Jade sentence. I'm right there with you. I don't know that I've ever seen a Jade chat. His mom wrote it. Stop. I'm trying to give him some credit. Stop.
Difference is when you have all the evidence, they'll believe you.
I tried.
Was so dumb, he put the evidence all over the internet. If he had just kept his fucking mouth shut and no one knew who was doing it, maybe this wouldn't have gotten fixed. But the guy is such a dunce, and he couldn't help himself. He had zero self-control. He just had...
Jade's a LARP? Dude, if Jade's a LARP, good. That's the good ending for Jade, if Jade was LARPing the whole time.
Delicious about it in my detractor chats.
It's like if Chris Chan was LARPing. I want it to be true so bad.
Yeah,
I want to live in the world where he doesn't
night.
actually exist that way.
He found the exploit. He wanted to get money out of YouTube. He was trying to extort money out of YouTube. So he kept writing them and trying to get their attention, and they ignored him. So then he started using it against people to try to get attention. He tried smaller YouTubers. That didn't work. He tried bigger YouTubers, and the bigger YouTubers' chats would unfreeze.
Yeah, we already heard all
this. So he had to find
this.
like that mid-size. That's when he found me.
And this isn't even DSP's existential fucking plea video either. This is once again to his chat that's already heard this 5 ways from Sunday, dude. We've already heard all of this.
Oh, detractors don't like Phil, so they'll talk about me doing this. I'll get like a feeling of meaningfulness if I do this because people will make videos about it and everything. Yeah, you're a loser. You have no fucking life. You have no purpose on the planet. So you waste your life. Instead of doing something productive and positive for yourself, for society, you just ruin things for others because you are a waste of everyone's time. You're welcome. John says, thanks for taking the time.
Sometimes it's good to actually rain on other people's parade when they enjoy things, because sometimes the things that they enjoy aren't good for them. Like some people don't want to hear that. Some people don't want you to behave in that manner, but I think it's true. I think when you see people engaging with things that just aren't good for them, you should probably stop them.
To do this and fix the issue. Yeah, I mean, I didn't fix it, but I basically had to keep
Stop
doing as
them
much
from
as
chatting.
I
It's
possibly
true.
could
It's real. It's
to
an
get
honest
YouTube
and
to notice
righteous
that I
act,
tried various
actually.
things, and it worked. So there you go.
The real reason that Bucketeer is getting my ire is because he went looking for the glorification of man rather than just understanding his deeds internally and understanding how important they were. I think that was the
If anything,
biggest
I'm just
issue
happy
I
this
take.
got solved so quickly. Because remember, this guy claims he figured it out 2 weeks ago. If this had been running months to years, so many people could have had their chats negatively affected.
Also, this is the chat that we were in dire need of, by the way, and it's not moving, buddy. It's just classic
And now
DSP.
YouTube fixed it. So that's excellent that
Just
they took action so
sitting
quickly and were able to do something so positive so soon. And now no one else will be affected by this problem. You know, that is amazing that they did it so quickly. And again, what I will say this now, okay? I publicly apologize because I was very critical of YouTube the last couple of days to weeks, because in the past, I got little to no help from them at all on issues. Like I said, years ago, there was a technical issue I identified. And if basically...
Oh, okay. So he's going to tell you what I had just told you a few minutes ago and completely debunk his own new narrative in the way that he spun all of
it
this.
kind of
How
got
cool is
widespread,
that?
I knew it was going to hurt a lot of people. And I gave it to YouTube, and they did not even listen or believe me or understand it. So it was a waste of my time. Eventually, the YouTube issue did get fixed, but it was like many months later, and I get the feeling it was,
This is what I
side
said.
thing somehow.
It's like
they figured
almost
it out,
verbatim
but
how
it
I
had
told
nothing
the
to do with me.
story, dude.
In this case,
I'm like the
they
best
actually took me
reteller.
seriously, and within, 24 hours of me reporting it, the issue is fixed for everyone. That's absolutely amazing. So I do have to apologize. They actually worked fast. They did the right thing. That's the kind of response.
You know, and that is also in reference to retelling. That's also kind of one of the aspects that maybe DSP doesn't take into consideration if people like Rawfield don't exist. Detractors are not going to go to his channel. They're going to refuse, and they're going to wind up just watching the clips, which is what he claims is the worst thing that you can do because they're all out of context. So by not having the real, true, and authentic raw experience in this way, you're actually going to get more unhinged detractor and trolling narratives that are further from the truth. But I mean, that's a little
from a
complicated.
giant company that's so, prominent. And so that's great. And thank you to YouTube and to the team YouTube, X account and everyone who worked with me to solve this. That's absolutely outstanding, top-notch service right there. Honestly, it makes me feel better now about moving forward in the future, doing YouTube as my full-time platform. Because now I know if an issue happens, as long as
I'm more 18 years in, and I'm finally more comfortable using YouTube as a full-time platform or whatever the fuck. Are we serious? We've put all of our fucking eggs in YouTube for years at a time, and we weren't comfortable then, but now we're comfortable because the one bug fix. Okay.
you get their attention, they'll actually pay attention. That's awesome. Jay
Yeah,
was
that's
very happy
awesome.
because he had nothing to watch because he couldn't talk. It's
DSP is such a fucking mark, dude. This guy has one good thing happen to him after what he would describe as years of bad management and bad, coding and features on behalf of YouTube. He gets one good experience, and all of a sudden, the entire narrative is shifted. All of a sudden, all of the past transgressions are completely moot. This is why he falls for everything. He's just a gullible, dumb fuck idiot. Sorry, I'm being toxic, but it's just the truth.
he couldn't interact with us, and he's so happy that it's back. It's all good. Again, thank YouTube. YouTube did the right thing.
Dude, in 5 years, it'll say how YouTube sucks. Dude, give it a fucking month that he's going to be talking about how YouTube sucks. If he's not still writing, the second this high leaves his receptors, it's back to YouTube sucks ass, and they're no good and very bad.
The detractor, this idiot Buckethead, or whatever the fuck his name is, Bucket Dick, for being such a dunce and fucking talking about it on the internet publicly because he could not control himself because he's a complete loser. And you got to thank YouTube for taking the action they did when I provided them with the information. No, I see someone tipped $2 says, any way to ever get out of a detractor cloud? It's crazy how so many people just, hate watching. You tell me. I have done everything I possibly can over the years to try to improve myself. I listened to all these criticisms, and I basically stopped doing all the things they claimed they didn't like me doing.
He didn't stop doing basically any of the things, and even the things that he claims that he stopped doing, and he did stop doing. Fuck it, we'll give him all the credence and all the leeway required. He did stop doing them. He made up for it in swaths by adopting far more obnoxious tendencies and habits. If I'm being real with you. A guy with long hair was pointing out a second ago that where was it? It's somewhere in here. Isn't it weird that Jade, of all people, couldn't talk? He isn't subbed for more than a year. That is really odd. I did not know that detail there. Why isn't Jade subbed? Why hasn't he subbed for more than a year? He's been around for ages.
Guess
Very
what?
odd.
It's 2026. They still hate me. Despite the fact that everything has changed, right? Production value.
It's current year. How could they hate me?
With the amount that I stream, the variety that I stream, I take feedback constantly from my supporters. You know, I've cut down on the amount that I ask for any kind of contributions and things like that. I keep going. You know, I've improvement. Oh, we still hate him. So what it is you just wanted to hate me. It wasn't that you actually wanted me to improve. You didn't actually think that it was a big deal. You just wanted to shit on me constantly and say I was never good enough. Because that's honestly what I...
No, that's... You know, I hate DSP and I don't like anything about him, but truly, my biggest wish is that he didn't exist in this capacity whatsoever, and he lived in the exact opposite way, so that I never had to talk about him in my entire life and I could bitch about something else. That's how I feel about everything that I bitch about. I wish that it didn't exist so that I didn't have to bitch about it in the first place, or that it existed in a way that I actually enjoyed so I wouldn't bitch about it. And I think that's true about DSP. If he didn't live like this, he didn't, you know, put himself out the way that he does, this would never have been a thing that I did, and I could have done something else. But now we're here because I wanted to bitch.
What I believe. Well, someone has took the buck and says this has happened to my channel as well. I'm not going to say anything about who I am, but I'm glad that this is resolved now, and thank you for doing it. There you go. And here's the thing, like if anyone else has this issue, go right to YouTube, either Team YouTube on X or whatever, and say this is what DSP Gaming was going through. He just had his chat fixed, so if yours is still going through it, I don't know. They're claiming they fixed the issue. And it obviously is fixed because, as you can see, my chat's not freezing. But what if it happens to someone else anyway? Go to YouTube and say, it was DSP Gaming. Don't say DSP or Darkside Phil. Say DSP Gaming. Say it was the DSP Gaming channel that was affected, and they can look into it and figure it out. You see?
Yeah, use my name for clout with the... Oh, shit, no way he's actually about to say that.
Go to YouTube and say, it was DSP Gaming. Don't say DSP or Darkside Phil. Say DSP Gaming. Say it was the DSP Gaming channel that was affected, and they can look into it and figure it out. You see? Use my channel as the reference to fix the problem for yourself.
Yeah. Use me. I'm the guy. I'm the stand-in. I am your Hercules. I'm the guy that did everything for you, and you get to reap the rewards. I'm such a cool, awesome hero archetype. Can't you tell?
Continues.
Don't I have the physique of a hero?
Here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 6th of July, 2026.
I have no idea what's in this Daily Wrap. I have not seen this. I didn't know this was in this clip. I guess I should have pre-watched.
Overall, an outstanding
It better be
day.
interesting.
You want to know
if
why?
we repeat the same shit, I'm going to be so upset.
The chat exploit
it's a Daily Wrap, of
fixed
course
by
we are.
YouTube thanks to our actions.
Our actions. All the people that did all those things, like send in a bug report.
So what a funny difference
Great
24
action, guys.
hours can make, because we made a big ruckus about this last night. It's fixed. No
We made
one's
a big
YouTube chat
ruckus.
during streams.
I like that DSP's big ruckus is him actually groveling on the floor and trying to get the attention of people bigger and better than him so that he can be taken care of. That's the ruckus DSP is fucking causing. Just crying on the floor until someone takes care of him. Amazing. Awesome. It really is how DSP lives his life, huh?
We'll be hit by this exploit again because YouTube corrected the error and fixed it thanks to us. So let's talk all about it,
Thanks
shall
to
we?
us. We're
Today
the
we had a
best.
fun DSP morning show. On the show, we talked all about the Xbox layoffs. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Sadly,
Oh, who
over
fucking
3,000
cares,
people at
dude?
Xbox are losing their
Not
jobs.
sadly.
And Xbox
Not
is basically
sadly
cutting
at
ties with
all.
5 of the studios
I read 3,200 and I started dancing.
that they
Sorry, I'm
had
being
bought
toxic.
over the
I'm
last
being
many
toxic. My
years
bad.
that are underperforming. We talked all about it. We analyzed it. We talked about who
Why was 90% of Minecraft's budget or whatever going to other studios? Like, what is that? Why were we doing that?
who's to blame. It's
I asked my wife that question yesterday. She didn't even know the context. I was so
pretty
taken
interesting
aback.
morning show. I hope you'll give it a look. If you haven't seen it yet, it was a good news breakdown. Then we jumped into Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Now, here's the thing. This malicious party, this idiotic guy,
Oh, okay,
kept
we're back
freezing
at
my
it. Here we
chat
go.
over and over during the course of the
Idiotic,
stream.
stupid
People would
loser.
charge in and spam the chat to get it unstuck, and then he would stick it again. So this happened, probably no exaggeration, 12 to 15 times during the stream. People stuck around. I want to say to anyone here who put up with this in the last 2 weeks, and particularly the last 24 hours, thank you so much, because I know
Thank you
it's
so
hard to not
much.
be able to interact
Thank
with the
you.
streamer. It
Thank
sucks. It's not
you.
fun.
We need DSP doing the doing that like grab the ankles, ride the dick or whatever pose where you do the thank you. We need DSP doing that. Somebody needs to somehow convince him one way or another. I just
And people today actually really genuinely were upset.
I can't keep
that this
pulling
was
up the
happening, and they stuck
XQC
around and
one.
they supported the stream in droves, and they kept trying to get it unstuck. We had a
No, we
consistent over
don't.
200 viewers on YouTube. and Pokemon,
Maybe
despite
not for the
fact that we
content
couldn't
you
talk.
made.
That's amazing. And people were still contributing and being positive.
I'd be
and I
hitting
really,
that
really
motherfucker
appreciate that.
nonstop.
So, what do we do in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond today? We continued on towards the next major city. We actually ended up in this interim place, which I think we're going to go
Oh
back
fuck!
to
I
later
don't
to do
care
stuff
about
in. I think
this.
there's
You better
like
talk about
anything
something
like
more
this.
interesting.
I was like, what?
What?
So because we spoke up,
Oh, okay.
me and explaining how he was doing it, I sent him his YouTube channel. I sent him Discord info. I sent him everything. Okay. So YouTube
What's up,
has it all
Penko
now.
Breadcrumbs?
YouTube says, thank
Hell
you.
yeah,
We're
big
gonna
ups.
put this to the appropriate teams. We're going to look at it. I started streaming Resident Evil tonight. Okay. And as I did, funny thing happened.
Funny thing.
The chat wasn't freezing. And I was like, that's weird.
Hilarious.
I figured as
I'm
soon as I
laughing my
started,
ass off.
it would freeze again. And it didn't. And I'm like, all right, so maybe people are just bored. Maybe they're, or maybe they're just not around tonight to do it. So as we start to stream the game, the chat's still working. And then all of a sudden I said on a whim, I said, I'm going to check and see. And I
Dude, we're
checked it.
fucking step by step giving a recap of how we realized that the chat was moving. Well, the chat moved, you guys.
Again, Team YouTube had responded and said, our team, based because of your input, because of the data you provided, we looked into it. We have found the exploit. We have closed it off. It will not happen again. You can now take sub mode off of your chat. And thank you for reporting this issue, because now we have closed the issue. It's fixed. And give us any additional data if it happens.
They said you could take sub mode off your chat, and he promptly responded, yeah, I'm not gonna do that because I never take my sub mode off, but
Again, or anything like this. I was like,
thanks.
what? So because we spoke up, the issue is fixed for everyone on YouTube. It doesn't work anymore. The exploit has actually been repaired.
it's been
Wow.
repaired.
That-
I've had multiple people tell me this stream that is not the case and that this is falsehood.
It's amazing.
A
What have
lie,
I
they
been
call
saying
that.
about being a productive and positive person and doing things to improve yourself, but also help others? It makes you feel good, doesn't it? Me doing this thing and knowing that this was an exploit that could have hurt so many people who stream on YouTube.
Oh my,
and
here
the
we
fact that
go.
because of our
We climbed on
How can
top
you
of Big
kill a
Fat Cat.
god?
We're on the highest horse we could
Grand
manage.
and
The,
intoxicating
the
innocence.
biggest horse that we could possibly afford to feed. That's where we're at right now as we grandstand about our heroic actions, basically taking on the... We should just call him Atlas instead, the way he's taking on the weight of the world and just completely taking it off of their shoulders. Basically the best to ever do it, guys. Thank you, Son of Jade, for the 1 month. Saying, I find it extremely funny how YouTube's response gets more and more elaborate every time Phil retells his story. Yeah, it's almost like they keep singing his praises more and more and keep imploring that he's the sole reason more and more in all of these retellings. It's very, very odd how that continues to happen. Thank you, absolutely, for the 1 month. And Wheeler Dude for the 2, saying, I think it's time for a break from Snort Korea. If it's your time to break, it's your time to break. Everyone needs them. I didn't watch yesterday at all. I couldn't be bothered. And that's fairly common at this point. The Pokemon cards have actually done me in, boys. My DSP watch time is way down since cards hit the scene. It's been tough, okay? I just want to laugh at the guy, and he keeps pulling out these fucking Pokemon cards. Thank you, Wheeler Dude, for the 2, though. I appreciate it.
actions. We were able to close it off the way that we were, and now no one will be affected at it, is infinitely more better feeling than if I sat on the internet trolling people or dumping on them and making fun of them like these shitbags do every day. Okay? I'm so happy that an action that we took has helped countless others. So this is absolutely excellent. And if anyone ever has a similar issue, you can now say, hey, DSP Gaming had that chat freezing issue. Check out the DSP Gaming channel because that was fixed. Now, whatever.
Shove people to the DSP Gaming channel. Check out that channel. I like that he said it's
I'm a
not
god.
reference
How
that
can you
channel
kill a
in
god?
your report.
What a
You know,
grand
point to that.
and
It's check out the
intoxicating
channel.
innocence.
Like you're gonna go and watch the fucking streams. You know, it's so goofy. Also, probably not helpful whatsoever. Thank you to the Grippa for the 5, saying doing good things for people makes you feel good. Mad TV, who? What medical bills? Yeah. Every single person that's ever interacted with DSP has come off with like a life-changing amount of negative things that have happened to them, and they always get fucked over. But he's also simultaneously the king of charity and doing good things for other people and living righteously. Obviously, the fruits can tell you all that. And thank you to Saltlick96 for the 29 months, saying, yo, Skeleton
I'm a
Man, haven't been
god.
able to catch a
How
stream
can
for
you
a few
kill a
months.
god?
Good to see you still going
What a
strong. Big
grand
ups, sir.
and
Well, thank you so much for the
intoxicating
29
innocence.
months. Very kind words. Big ups. And Sildegrim, 9248 for the 5 months, saying big ups. Big ups to you. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to have to do the fucking ankle grab drop down.
Whatever they did there, maybe we could do for you. But from what I
Thank you.
understand, the issue is
Thank
fixed for
you.
everybody. Okay? So We finished Resident Evil Code Veronica X in about an hour and 15 minutes. We had a special 25-minute celebration where we
A 25-minute
did a big
celebration.
victory lap, and that video
We literally are calling it a victory lap. What a fucking loser.
I'm uploading right now to the channel. I'm going to make it my featured video on the channel where we talked all about it. I'm so
I'm gonna make my victory lap the featured video. No. This is so cringe. What a fucking asshole.
excited that we did this awesome thing, and now everything is positive. And then after that, because there was support, we did more pack rips. And guess what? I got some good news there too. With the pack rips, which was
Sitting
3 packs
style
of Chaos
victory
Rising
lap
again,
about
we actually
taking
got a
out
hit.
Glitter Fart.
And this is a good hit. It made it to the Wall of Fame, and it's such a good hit. And it actually completed a set of special illustration rare cards. We have all 3 now, illustration rare. So,
Oh boy.
So thank you to everyone for the past 2+ weeks who put up with the nonsense. We got to the end of the strife and the stress, and we're back.
We got to the end of the strife. Like he's Moses leading his people through the fucking desert or something. You guys, we made it through the strife, the trials, the tribulations, the golden calf, the starvation, all of it. 40 days, 40 nights. We did it.
Back to normal tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah, he
full speed
survived the
ahead
war.
here on DSP Gaming. So what are we up to tomorrow? Well, remember, guys, I know this is going to sound weird. Tomorrow is my final streaming day of this week because I'm off
he's
on
Moses
Wednesday.
Maxing. He literally compared himself to both Job and Jesus before. Moses Maxing is actually not beyond DSP. How much longer till he's Lazarus Maxing?
We'll be back on Thursday. But tomorrow we'll do a DSP morning show. Then we'll do Dark Souls 2 continuing on. This time I'll actually be able to talk to you all because the chat will work, thankfully. And tomorrow night, TCG Card Shop Simulator.
That's pretty funny.
Now, we have 13 packs left of Chaos Rising. Tomorrow, we might get through a bunch of said packs, and I'm here to tell you that we will be doing more Pokemon cards after that. I have a Japanese blue unique and different, and it'll look cool. Let's go. Tomorrow, everyone show up. Let's chill. Let's have a great time together. Chat will be working, and we should have a great night, okay? And again, I want to just say thank you guys, supporting and hanging in there and actually coming by, even though you couldn't chat, was absolutely amazing. What an outpouring of support and positivity. It means the world. And now we're back to normal.
Means the
future
world.
is bright. Thank you all. Have a good night. I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace out.
Peace out. And the future was indubitably bright because the following day, of course, he did his midweek appointments or whatever, and then he came back to the unfortunate for us, very fortunate for him news that Rawfill is gone. Our fellow brother has fallen, or at least taken a knee.
First off,
apologies for this being the way that it is. I super zoomed in, so he's fuzzy as shit.
How did this all begin? Over 2 weeks ago, my chat out of nowhere just started freezing randomly, and no one could really explain.
Unfortunately, you're going to have to get the entire recap from beginning to end, and there's nothing that I nor you can do about it. This is how DSP, presents.
What was going on or why? No one seemed to know what was happening. But there were
you like
accounts
hearing
coming
the
in
same
the
thing
chat
again.
that were saying stuff like, Bucketeer owns you, and go here to get your chat unfrozen. And they would put like a code or.
And I think that maybe that's why he was saying earlier that Bucketeer doesn't have any power over somebody or something, is because he was reading comments from idiots online like Bucketeer owns you. And he's letting that get under his skin. That's actually having an effect on his mental state in an actual, like, real, legitimate way. He's internalizing the power struggle between him and Bucketeer that apparently is going on. Very cringe, very embarrassing.
Something in the chat, but it wasn't clear what the hell it was. What does that code mean? I don't know. So I was just thinking it was just trolling or whatever. But from what I'm to understand, this Bucketeer guy actually was a really malicious party.
Bucketeer owns you and fucks your wife, DSP.
First, he was trying to extort money out of YouTube by having this exploit that could freeze your stream chat, and he was going to try to talk to them and get them to pay him like a bounty to tell them what it is. And then YouTube blew him off and ignored him. All right. So then he started freezing random streamers and trying to get them to like pay him. You know what I'm saying? And they also were like, what? So really, this guy was trying to do this for like a bit, and he wasn't getting any.
That's what Bucketeer said when he ransomed the chat. The power thing. Ew.
The actual
what a
any actual
loser.
attention for it until he started doing it to me, and it had nothing to do with me. It's because I have insane amounts of detractors who stalk me and A-log me and follow my every move. So if anything ever happens on one of my streams, they turn that into content for themselves. So the fact that someone was coming into my streams and freezing my chats was actually making people get content, if that makes sense. So this guy was basically getting kind of third-party attention because no one knew who he was, but people were happy to be like, yeah, someone's freezing Phil's chat. Now we can make videos about it and shit, right? So
I mean, they're going to make videos about literally anything that happened at ESP throughout the week. That's how this has been going for years and years and years at this point. The freezing of the chat is just the story that gets told. It's not actually the important part. The important part is DSP acting like a fool every day, day in, day out.
Did it for like 2 weeks on and off. And we kept trying to find ways around it to fix it. Like, for example, we tried to do like a follower or a sub-only mode that was longer and longer. First, it was like a day, then it was a week, then it was a month, then it was 2 months. You know what I mean? Like, we just kept trying to stretch it out in the hopes that eventually we get to a point where this guy could not act.
That's true, P-Wop. The freezing of the chat did take away from the diaper arc. Why is he mad? This is kind of true. He at least gets to cry. And maybe that's why he's like double, tripling, quadrupling down on the retelling is because this is simultaneously drawing away from that and making him the victim.
Actually,
we're big
affect
victim
the stream.
status.
But sadly, it kept affecting the stream anyway. Like, he kept finding more people who I guess had been subbed to me longer, and he kept being able to freeze the chat. It was incredibly annoying. Now, I'm an interactive streamer. I need to have a chat that moves. I need to have a chat that we can talk about the games and stuff. That's part of the appeal of my content. So it was hurting me, myself and my business really, really badly. And finally, after over 2 weeks of this happening, and then it happened during my marathon, and then it happened, well, it happened during the marathon, but it happened early. So then we recreated the marathon. It was able to stick for the rest of the show. But then it was, what was it?
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot because I was at the beach on the 4th. I did not stream. I wasn't able to make it. I apologize. But the guy did his closet clean out. And I thought for certain, I thought I knew something, that he was going to receive a large amount of money because last year, the closet clean out was the most popular thing that he did all fucking year. Every other marathon sucked so bad in so many ways that the closet clean out was the highlight. And then this time around, somebody asked me what I thought that he would make, and I said $800. I was then promptly told that that was too low, and he was easily making a grant. And then I think he wound up making like $350, $400 or something. A huge overestimation from some of us. We gotta. Just goes to show you never really know how the dents are gonna behave.
Sunday, and that was the worst. Like, Sunday, the chat wouldn't move at all, and there was nothing we could do. Like, we figured out that if you type enough, it'll unstick or whatever. But the big thing that was the downfall
Ocean Beach
of
or Lake Beach, wouldn't you like to know?
Chat, he couldn't keep his mouth shut. He was so braggadocious about doing it that he was going to detractor restream chats and other places like forums and discords, and he was bragging all about it. And because he was bragging, he gave all the information out about it, of how he was doing it and all of that. And so people gave me this information. They said, Phil, here it is. This guy's an idiot. He's just talking about it publicly. So I tweeted, well, I guess you could call it a tweet, but I sent a message on X publicly to Team YouTube saying, listen, I need help with this. I can't fix.
I sent a message publicly. Yeah, then you tweeted it. Then you posted it. There's no sending a DM publicly. That is it. That's not real. Sorry. That's just not how the words work. They don't mean that. They can't mean that.
It myself.
It's not a direct message. Anyway,
you guys
it's
to
fine.
look into
it's
it.
Whatever. It's cool.
And at
it's
first
fine.
they blew me off. They were like, "Oh, you sure it's not your browser locking up?" I'm like, "No, this is an issue for everybody. The whole chat's freezing." And quite frankly, this thing is so messed up. You're going to screw my business over if this isn't looked into seriously. So they waited like 24 hours, and after 24 hours, I tweeted them again, and I was like, "So this is day 2 of me trying to get the attention of Team YouTube. They blew me off yesterday. This isn't right, and my chat deserves to move. This is messed up." So all of a sudden, they took me seriously. They responded and were like, "Hey, sorry that we blew you off yesterday. We didn't realize how serious this was. Yeah, this is a really serious issue. Can you send us all of the info?" So I sent them literally all.
They said all that? This is the first time I've heard that they were literally apologizing for prior messages not going through. Unless I just missed that in the other 3 retellings, but like, that sounds really out of character, actually, and made up, especially made up.
All of the info. I sent them the info on like I said, I had the Discord of this guy. I had the restreamer chats log to show this guy was talking in a restreamer stream and this and that. And I just sent all the.
You see, and it has to be in a restreamer stream. You see how he is absolutely incorporating raw fill into this information when he definitely could have just sent the information about Bucketeer and the screenshots of the admittance in a chat. We absolutely roped raw fill into this on purpose. Like, I can't say with all certainty that this was in definitely his goal, but I think that it was a side quest, and I think that it just came to fruition in a way that the main quest didn't.
Info to YouTube, okay? And then if you remember what happened was, as of Tuesday, it was Monday or Tuesday, I think it was Monday night, they fixed it. YouTube literally said, "Thank you so much for reporting all of this. We looked into it. We found the technical issue. We've closed it. Your chat is fine. You can turn off sub-only
Apparently
mode.
not true, by the way.
This is really nice of you that you told us about this because, yeah, this could have been a bad issue. So thank you. So
Thank you, Phil.
that was
Thank
gonna be a big
you.
celebration,
Thank you.
right?
Thank
We
you.
celebrated an all-day Tuesday when I was streaming. We had the chat back, and it was so happy. Wow, this is excellent. It was like a big celebration thing, right?
Random Gaming Full HD 7347 with a 400 huff saying, I hope to catch his last painful live stream. If you know, you know. You mean when he dies in his chair from terrible health at the age of like 50? Because he currently exists in a 65-year-old's body at the age of 44? Maybe if you know now, if you didn't know, now you do. That's the one.
Now, that's where the story
Thank you, Random
ends
Gaming
for now. I
HD.
got shout-outs to do. A lot happened in the last 24 to 48 hours, okay? I'm going to talk about it in a second. So, yesterday is my day off, okay?
Also, please notice the inflated view count because this is going to be relevant. I believe in this clip we're going to gloat about this. We're going to flex about how this is a direct result from raw fill not existing, and that this was always going to happen had raw fill not existed previously. And this is undeniable now, but that's just not the case. We'll get there when we get there. But
Yesterday for me was a very stressful day. Why? Because yesterday I had to be up at 6 in the morning on my day off because I had a ton of appointments lined up. You know, multiple things, and it just sucked because
this is the worst retelling, by the way. So much information, it's not necessary.
And go out and do stuff. It was drive here and do this, drive here and do this, drive here and do this, then do this, then do this. And it was frustrating because I was so tired, you know, getting up like ultra early and then have to
getting up ultra early. Oh my god, dude. It's a pet peeve of mine when people who routinely wake up like way later than other people have the audacity to complain about having to wake up early one fucking day out of the week. Actually, a huge pet peeve of mine. If it were up to me, I'd be waking those individuals up every single day when I wake up for the rest of their fucking lives.
move all day. It's not like I got up and I was at home. I got up and I had to move around all day long. It sucked. Okay, just to be honest with you, it was not a good day in that capacity. And then once the errands were done, which is around middle of the day, I was exhausted. I was just so exhausted. Okay. Anyway, so here's what happens during my day off. Okay, I want to say it was like 10 a.m. I wasn't home. Okay, but
why is the time important to this story? Like, this is what I'm saying. Just details that don't. It's 10 a.m. I'm not at home, you guys. I just had gotten Burger King. I was rattling the cup around in the remainder of my large drink. I got a mellow yellow.
It was like 10 a.m. I'm not even sure.
It's like 10 a.m.
And I start getting
just finished my croissant
in my
which
email, and I got a tweet, and I think it was from Be More Righteous who actually tweeted me. And it's like, Phil, alert, alert. One of your moderators has gone detractor. One of your moderators has gone off the deep end. They are unbanning everyone on Kick en masse. Phil, you must take it. What is going on? And I was, huh? Now, I'm not home.
Oh,
okay?
what?
I'm not on my computer where I can easily look everything up and figure this shit out. Okay? Thank you, Gromit Mug, for $2. I don't know what you're talking about, but thanks for the $2. Okay? Okay.
All right. Sounds good, dude.
I'm like, what's going on? So I jump into my Kick chat on the stupid app on my phone, okay, which is awful for the record.
Oh, my stupid
the Kick
app.
If you can avoid it and you can use even just log in like via a desktop browser version on your phone, do that. The Kick app is not good. All right. I log into Kick and I see King Ferbs is literally mass unbanning everyone on Kick. He hasn't said a word to me. I have no idea what's going on. Obviously, the guy must be unhinged. Who fucking knows, right? And to be honest,
he must be unhinged. He's unbanning people on my account. He must be an absolute maniac, lunatic, degenerate, akin to Michael Myers or something. Completely unethical, immoral, psychopath, illegal, criminal. There are other mean words we can throw. Like, I ran out. But obviously, those are all true because somebody's unbanning accounts on mine.
I don't care. I'm out on my day off. I'm incredibly stressed already as it is. I'm dealing with real life shit. I don't care about this internet drama bullshit.
How is real life shit is diabetes? I know this guy has diabetes.
I don't care. So did I reach out to King Ferbs and say, hey, are you okay? No, fuck him. I unmodded him. I banned him. I had enough of his bullshit. I don't know what the fuck his problem is. And I tried to reban a few of the accounts, but I mean, I'm sitting in a waiting room on my phone on this shitty app, right? I can't do it. So I think I might have banned like another 10 out of the 100, 200 people that got unbanned. And that was about it. That's about all I got done. I was like, this is going to suck because you know what's going to happen is the floodgates are going to open when I stream. All these people are going to be back, and I'm not going to be able to moderate it myself right away. Hopefully, we'll get a couple people to come help moderate on Kick. You know, when I come back. But I know what's going to happen is Kick Chat is going to be absolutely insane because he went.
Yeah, it's going to be people actually engaging with the content as it exists in its unfiltered capacity. Oh, heaven forbid we get real authentic feedback from real people. Hey, I hate that. I need my hug box, brother.
And he unbanned all these people. So that's literally all I did at first in the morning. That was it. Okay. I'm having my day. I'm busy as shit. Like I said, much later in the day, much later in the day, probably early evening.
He banned
Finally,
49 accounts, not 10 or whatever.
And
Yeah,
I'm sitting down, and I'm like, okay, now maybe I can figure.
49 account bans is actually crazy to take the time to do. Like, realistically, that's a lot of accounts to ban for what I'm sure is actual not fucking nonsense reasons.
Figure out what the hell was wrong with this guy. Why did he do this? Like, there must have been a reason why King Ferbs would have done that on the day off, right? So all of a sudden, I open up my email.
He sounds more upset about people being unbanned than when his tire was stolen. That's actually true. He does seem like it affected him more.
And I opened up my ex DMs, dude. I got blown the fuck up.
I opened up my
like
ex
literally,
DMs.
I've been completely blown up. I got a million emails. I got DMs out the ass. I'm like, what happened today? And why is it always on my day off? I've said this a million times. Whenever I'm not here, that's when everything happens. It's never when I'm here. Nothing happens live. It's always when I'm busy and I can't handle anything because I'm not here, right? So come to
why? Well, hang on. His question is, when people go rogue and decide to fuck with his channel, why don't they do it when he is live? Why do they do it on his day off? If they did it live, we'd have an entirely different complaint, and we'd have the exact same length of rant. So what fucking difference does it make? And I get what he's saying, because things happen on my day off regularly, and video game news and da 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 da. I'm speaking on behalf of DSP, of course. But in this situation, that doesn't fucking mean anything. That's a weird complaint to have.
find out while I had my day off. And
also, it only makes sense that they would fuck with your account in this way while you're not live, because, yeah, you wouldn't be there to hear about it from your monkeys firsthand. Probably, potentially, possibly. Apparently, that's not the truth, though.
was completely unplugged from anything going on the internet. My major illegal restreamer, who goes by Raw Phil, apparently got terminated on YouTube. So the entire internet's going crazy about this. They're angry, they're upset, they're shocked, they're happy. It's like everyone has a different reaction to it. Okay, so for the record, I'm going to say this right up front. No, I have no direct involvement with any of this shit whatsoever. I have nothing to do with it.
But he's the one that fucking gave all of the information and implicated Raw Phil's name in all of the evidence that I'm sure he submitted to YouTube. Like, I guess you could call that indirect, but I would still say that's fairly directly involved. Unabashedly direct, actually, if you ask me. I think calling it indirect gives it too much leeway for holding people accountable, if you ask me.
Doesn't mean that possibly things that happened earlier in the week did not roll into this. Because, just so you know, several people have contacted.
Yeah, not direct involvement, semantics king. But I think even those semantics are wrong. I think that if that's how loosely you use certain words, the meaning and how you use them moving forward changes in some capacity, and I think that amount of clearance is too much. Not to blow it out of proportion or anything, but
claiming they've been mass reporting Raw Phil.
I think even
now,
that's
I don't know
wrong.
if they're telling the truth or not, or if they're making it up. I don't even know who these people are. But they've been DMing me being like, hey, just so you know, I reported this guy because I've had enough after what happened with your chat freezing, and this is bullshit, and enough of this guy. So I don't know if that's what resulted in him getting banned or not. I don't know if it was actually when I talked to YouTube about this Bucketeer guy earlier in the week, because I gave them all the information. I gave them all his information, his YouTube channel. I gave them the Raw Phil chat. I said, this is from this channel. This is my restreamer. This is the chat where the guy was talking, admitting publicly that he was freezing my chat.
Right, and they probably read that as this is the channel of the restreamer, and this is where he is publicly admitting in his own chat, and they didn't actually look into the semantics of it or the exact details, and they just kind of roped all the details in together and fucked it all up.
I gave them all that info, so YouTube already had that info.
You were
from
directly
earlier in the week.
involved. Absolutely.
Maybe that's how this all came to be. I don't know. Or maybe when all the
this is his chat. Whose chat? The guy that froze my chat. Is what they would think, but that's not how it actually, that's not the way that the details actually play out.
Bucketeer stuff was going on, people really did mass report the Rawfill channel. They just had enough. I don't know. Once again, here we are. There's a shitstorm of stuff going on around me, okay? But it's not me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
It's never me. It's all the shit is always around my existence. Me just simply sitting here broadcasting somehow creates a giant vortex of hurricane drama, but I'm not involved in it. I literally didn't do it. I'm just fucking living my life.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
He did it.
So again, don't know the core reason of how this happened, but I got people reaching out to me who I never even expected would reach out to me. And some of them are like, this is bad. Some of them are like, this is really good. And here's my opinion. Okay. Here's the absolute truth. I don't fucking care. I just want to.
Okay. Okay, now we don't care. We have been talking, bitching, moaning, complaining, crying, screaming to the heavens about detractors, restreamers, trolls, and genuine, no good nicks on the internet for actually his entire life on the internet, from the 90s when he was on the SRK forums to now. But now we don't care, you guys. Now I just want to stream. I don't want to do any of this. I never wanted to do any of this. I don't want any fucking part. Jesus, dude.
Stream and make my own
it's
content.
the same script every time.
And people won't leave me alone. If you would just leave me alone, then probably you'd also be left alone. Did you ever think about that? Like, if you just stopped fucking with me,
it's not even true.
Maybe you'd be okay too.
It's not even true.
But all this came about because some moron starts
How many duty segments did we get? We even went out of our way to talk about super crazy.
using my stream chat. Why did you fuck with me? So obviously
We've
I need
talked
to
about
work,
Rawfill
right?
before.
I need to be able to make content. So I can't do the content if you're freezing my stream chat. I'm going to have to try to find a means to fix it. So if anything happens as a result, I mean, why did you start fucking with me? You know, I just leave me alone. Just let me sit here.
So we went from I had nothing to do with it to maybe I had something to do with it, but if I did, you shouldn't have been messing with me. You were messing with me, so you deserved it. You see how we're simultaneously not taking any accountability and then justifying if we did? That's a very cool way to behave.
Make my content in my little corner of the internet with my positive audience and stop fucking with us, right? That's all you got to do. It's not like rocket science. So, that being said, okay?
Yeah, why did you make me hit you? I never hit you. And if I did, it would be justified.
This is why King Ferbs must have actually jumped off the deep end during the day, because I've heard people contact me and tell me everything, even though I don't ask for the information. They're telling me, hey, did you know King Ferbs?
He absolutely relies on this, by the way. I've never really quite understood why he says things like that. He's like, oh, I don't want to know any of this anyway, but people bring this to my attention. Well, DSP, if they didn't do that, could you imagine all of the world of hurt that DSP would be in if he didn't have these flying monkeys in the discords or constantly watching detractor streams and all of that shit? Could you imagine?
Ferbs has been seen in this Rawfill guy's chat, and he's talking shit about you constantly. And I'm like, I've heard this about 1 million people that like me, don't like me, my moderators, my supporters. I don't fucking care. Just leave me alone. Really, I just want to live my life and stream. Just leave me alone, right? So I think that's what it is. Just want to live my life and stream. He was constantly over there or whatever. He liked hanging out over there. Just want to live my life and have fun with it. And the fact that the stream essentially got shut down, or the channel got shut down. Oh shit, you're right, Dubmatic. He absolutely asked for all of that information, and including Bucketeer's private Discord that was linked somewhere or another. Yeah, we did all that, but we didn't. Pissed off King Ferbs, so he decides I'm just going to fuck with Phil's chat now, and I'm going to unban everybody. All right? So King Ferbs is gone, for the record. All right? No, I have not rebanned all the accounts. I could have. It probably would have taken me like an hour. I don't fucking care that much. If I see people who are misbehaving in the kick chat, I'm just going to ban them. And the moderators have permission. I know that Be More Righteous is there and anyone else. If people are completely spamming the chat, if they're breaking the rules or whatever, you can get rid of them. All right? But I'm not going to actively hunt people in chat and be like, you were banned before, now I'm going to reban you. I don't fucking care. Okay? I don't. Plus, let's be honest, the kick chat is always rowdy, and I get paid for kick chat. So I don't really care.
And this is the reason you should never go to any DSP's legitimate channels. Just don't watch DSP through the legitimate means.
All right, go for it. Be stupid. Just don't
Do
violate
not
the
type in
rules.
his kick
Don't do
chat. Do
things that
not
are gonna get
watch
you started, like, no
Unkicked.
racist stuff, no bullshit, no personal insults about my family members, stuff like that. I don't care if you're angry. What can I do about it?
If we
You
stopped
already
talking
banned.
about Phil, he would disappear. The Dents only really give him money to spite us. Oh, some of them, absolutely. Some of them, not so much. Like Jade gives money because he's retarded. But yeah, the other ones are retarded in the capacity that they do it to flex on trolls, which I don't really understand how that's a winning stance, but it's, like I said, they're special.
Then I'm not going to sit here and waste my time rebanning you all. Okay? Like that guy. He says, Phil pees like a woman. That's absolutely unacceptable, but I'll probably let that fly today. There you go. See, this one insulting my wife, that's not allowed, and now you're banned. Do you see the difference? There's the difference. If you say I have a milky face, that's okay. But if you insult a family member, you're done. Okay? Fair enough. Okay. So anyway.
I don't see that lasting, by the way. There's no way you could be in DSP's chat on a regular basis and just continuously insult him and then not be banned for things like melty face, ghoul skin, noodle arms, receding hairline, archipelago balding, Norwood reaped. Like, all of these things that you can say about DSP's appearance, eventually you're going to get banned for one of them. There's no fucking way, dude.
So that is happening.
Yeah, he's
yesterday,
just too thin-skinned.
Okay? And now I got people reaching out to me and they're like, so did you do it? And how is this going to fit? And I'm like, I have nothing to do with any of this. Really, nothing. Zero. Just leave me alone. Like, that's basically, I'm just telling everyone, leave me alone. I'm on my day off. I don't want to fucking bother with your dumb shit. I'm busy. I'm real life. I've been out all day with my wife, and now we're home, and I just want to relax for a few hours. Fuck this. I don't care about this internet drama bullshit. I never did. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay? And that's kind of where
Russide Phil telling us that your shirts don't match caused a ban after this new policy was implemented. That's exactly what I'm fucking saying, dude. He's actually just too thin-skinned for that to stand on its own. They're just going to be banned later when no one's looking. And by when no one's looking, I mean everyone's looking, but it's not right now.
I left it. I just told everyone, fuck off. I don't want to deal with this shit. All right? So that's that. All right? So that's it. That's all I know.
That's it.
The
That's all I
extent
know.
of what I know about the situation. Okay? I don't even know the actual situation of how Raw Phil got banned. I don't know if it was a copyright takedown. I don't know if it was a terms of service violation. I don't know. I don't do anything. I didn't do anything. What I compare this to is years ago, all right, my detractors were all getting hit with false copyright strikes. And they were false copyright strikes. They weren't real. But somehow they were all coming through my name, but not through my YouTube account. And then my detractors were angry at me. I'm like, what the fuck do you want me to do about it? I'm not putting them in. I can't get them removed. I even went out of my way. I contacted YouTube support and said, someone's impersonating me. I don't know who it is, but all these things are going out in my name and they're not mine. What do I do? And they said, nothing.
Yeah, but it's so weird that, like, this doesn't, and again, maybe inform me if I'm wrong, but this doesn't happen to other people, right? Like, nobody is getting, not at that time, as far as I know, was getting copyright strikes from other larger content creators on the internet falsely, issuing copyright strikes in this way. It's very weird that DSP was the one that had that happening.
It's our system, not yours. It's not your channel being affected. These aren't tied to your channel. There's literally nothing you can do.
Also, yeah, DSP has 5 different fucking YouTube accounts. The idea that he would show one flag history and then none of the others and then be out of the clear is insane.
Fix it. These people getting hit by the false strikes need to contact us individually. And they essentially
working with the dog on one massive
if they think there's an issue.
It's always a possibility.
I'm like, all right, if that's what you say, and I documented it and I've saved that conversation, you know what I mean? Like, what do you want me to do? I'm not involved in any of this shit. I don't ever want to be involved in any of your drama, ever. I just want to stream games, have hangout sessions with my audience, have a good time, period.
Is that what we want to do? Is that why we spent the entire April Fool's stream talking about LTG? That's why we did entire streams talking about Wings of Redemption and all of the lore and trolling that goes on with him and we shit all over him when he was going through a bad patch and didn't want to do our show. That's why we did all that, because we just wanted to play video games and have fun, DSP. Jesus Christ. Just watch this guy's content for any amount of time, and none of this makes any sort of sense. It's all just fucking lies.
Right? What it is people want to think that, like, I'm like some weird supervillain orchestrator of shit. I'm not. I'm just a normal dude.
He literally called himself the Puppet Master, I believe, at some point. when he was doing the LTG thing to get people to react and talk about the drama or whatever. I believe he quite literally said the iDubbbz thing about being the puppet master. And I think that's why I remember it, because I remember thinking, wow, what a terrible and cringe way to behave, and to think that you're some sort of ultimate mastermind like this. You and iDubbbz are cucked one and the same. But, well, the people think I'm some sort of 4D chess player. Yeah, King Snake arc, anybody? When we did the biggest heist on the casino that the world has ever seen, or whatever the fuck we were pitching it as?
Normal guy just trying to live my life, and you won't leave me alone. Like, it is, I have no evidence of this, okay? But it is very possible, very, very possible, that all this resulted from the chat freezing and me having to contact YouTube about it. Really,
yeah, putting you directly at fault. Absolutely.
From. And if that's the case, well, why did you fuck with my chat? What? Again.
So it was the denial at first, but now that he's justified it, now there's nothing wrong with it. So he could take accountability for it if he wants. We're still leading on the edge here, but it is justified. So thank you to Depasta Maker for the 2, saying earlier in the week he said he cased Kino Casino. I believe that. He does that regularly. He flexes about his Kino behavior and how he made out like a bandit. But also, obviously, he's not a deceitful individual. He would never, mislead people. He just wants to play video games and have fun. Obviously.
People think it's funny. Oh, ha, ha. No, it's not funny. I have to live. There's a difference between we make some defamatory content about Phil that's bullshit and we put videos up about him or whatever. Fuck it. One day, if I get really upset and I seek legal recourse for that and I get a lawyer and I say, hey, that's defamation, I have the right to do that. I'm just telling you, I'm probably never going to. It's never say never, but it's probably a never.
I hate the way that he uses the word right. Yes, DSP, you absolutely have the right to go purchase a lawyer and spend a bunch of money per hour for him to look into nonsense trivialities that won't amount to anything. Yes, you do have that right. Congratulations. That doesn't mean anything. Anybody can waste their money however they would like. It just is. Unless you want to buy drugs. I guess you don't have that right. But
it's not worth my time to try to take down each individual stupid detractor who says nasty things about me on the fucking
That's
internet.
me, by the way.
Right?
I'm the
I'm already
individual
a small-time
stupid
guy. I'm not like I'm going to blow up overnight because these guys are gone or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a waste of time, right? But I'm not, when it comes to this other stuff, if you're actually hurting my livelihood, what do you think's going to happen? Do you think
freezing chats are a war crime? True.
I have to make a living.
True.
I have to be able to provide for my family.
Right up there with shooting medics.
So if you're freezing my fucking stream chat and I can't work, that's not good. It's like I told you guys, as long as I have the ability to make money and do what I love and make a living, I'm happy, right? So as long as I'm happy, you don't have to worry about anything like this because why would I care? But if you fuck with me and now I have to take means, like I had to reach out to YouTube. I had to get their attention and say, I need this chat fixed.
I had to take means. Very odd wordage there, I think.
What it results in, it fucking results in. And that's on you, not on fucking me. I was minding my own business. I want nothing to do with this shit, and you're fucking with me. Why? Don't you think maybe you should wise up? Because here's the truth. When you give an inch, they take a mile, right? Because there's so many people who make this defamatory content about me on the internet.
Epion saying that the chat freeze arguably made him more money because the dents were paying him to talk when they otherwise wouldn't have. Yes, absolutely. To be honest with you, playing victim and getting super chats instead of actually having to deal with the chat might have been the best case scenario for DSP if it weren't for the free hand-holding that he requires for the gameplay. I genuinely think that is the crux of why this is such a big deal, is because he cannot play video games without it. Just flat out. There's no progress to be made.
They go further, and then they go further, and then they go further until the point where now you're actually doing illegal things. You're actually breaking the law. You're actually hurting me and my business. It's not just my reputation. It's my actual income, and it's your fault that this is being hurt. So now you've gone too far, and I have to take an action. And definitely,
I have to take an action. You see how we're continuously justifying it with very broad language? You see how we're pitting all of the actual blame and all of the accountability onto what other people did and their actions with very, very loose terms.
Your thing was something I had to take an action about. I had to.
Had to take an action.
Have no fucking stream chat. You have to follow the trail of how this all started. All right? Over a decade ago, I was actually up.
I'm about to fucking throw my mouse, dude. I don't know. How many a decade ago's do you think you can tolerate in one life? How many I used to work at a helicopter companies before you just like kill over, you know? Is there a finite amount that might be dangerous? Because I feel like I might be hitting the threshold. It's tough.
Prominent YouTuber who everyone liked and enjoyed the content. Then people started making Rich Super Eyes, and that turned into This Is How You Don't Play. So now it became, instead of laughing with Phil, we laugh at him. And I got scared that that content might overtake mine because people were editing my stuff without my permission, cutting out the fun, positive parts, and making me look like an asshole, right? Now,
Right,
admittedly, if I had rolled with
right.
that and it had a different attitude
And it
towards
was
it, things might have gone
transformative-
much better for me. And I
fuck it,
publicly
fuck
said
it.
that up front. Like, yeah, I had
Not
a
worth
bad
it.
attitude toward it back then. I thought my shit didn't stink. I thought I was above criticism. Obviously, none of that's true. I know that now, but that's because I'm older and wiser. Back then, I was a stuck-up idiot. So I got mad and I reacted poorly. And what ended up happening was so many people made This Is How You Don't Plays. It ended up basically taking over YouTube.
Right. Doesn't that say something, though? Doesn't that speak to the quantity of your jackassery, of your foolishness, of all of your bad behavior? Like, I don't feel like he ever really takes the time to ponder upon that fun fact there. There was so much that it became like an epidemic of This Is How You Don't Plays, that it took over, as he's calling it. Thank you, Skirt Cobain, for the 2, saying retcon, deflect, lie. The axis of Dolph Pigler. I agree. I fucking agree.
Actual This Is How You Don't Plays of my content got more popular than my
Thank you for
content,
the 2,
right?
Skirt Cobain.
So there's not much I could do about that. I was upset about it, obviously, but I couldn't control it. At least in that case, I was still able to make a living. Everything was going fine. But then what happens is, oh, well, we went that far. We used to just say Phil sucks at gameplay. Now let's say that he's a bad human.
He is again, it depends on where you draw those lines, but I would argue that he is. He definitely has. And I think, again, you could see this in the fruits, in that all of the people that have ever interacted with him essentially have negative, things happen to them as a direct result from interacting with him, because he behaves in shitty ways, because he doesn't treat them well.
Let's say that he's a terrible person. Let's say all these things about...
Yes. If you fucked over every single one of your friends that you had ever, had publicly facing, I would say that you're kind of a shitty guy.
His reputation, his behavior, all of this. Now let's get personal. Let's try to find out stuff about his family members and dive into their personal lives. Let's put all his information on the internet and dox him. Oh, let's swat him. Oh, let's do the next thing. Do the next thing. Yeah,
calling DSP a person might be a step too far. You're right.
It all started innocent. But now here we are in 2026, and people think, oh, it's fine. It's just trolling if I freeze Phil's stream chat constantly and he can't work. No, it's not.
But you can't. But he could work. He did work and that's kind of like where this narrative falls apart. I think personally is like, you're not stopping him from working. He can still go live. He's still making money. The content is still being made and it's still being uploaded afterwards. The chat not working actually doesn't stop him from streaming at all. Thank you to Broside Phil for the 5, saying, let's see. Everyone, regardless of their skill set, is making This Is How You Don't Play, and everyone is laughing. Lesson? I'm perfect, but I should pretend I'm unaffected. Yeah, that is kind of how it went. It doesn't mean anything to me, but also endless rants about all of the This Is How You Don't Plays and haters for all of eternity.
It's illegal. You can't do that. You can't abuse YouTube system. You can't fuck with my business. You're breaking the law. Therefore, I have to take action. And that's it. It's that simple. And now I have, again, I have absolutely no idea what's really going on in this situation with Raw Phil or anyone else. I don't know if anyone else is being affected. It's not me. I did one action.
But that's the thing, is nobody else did get affected other than Raw Phil. Like, Bucketeer still exists. The guy doing the thing.
I had to do to keep stuff going. And that's all. That's it. That's the...
Like, if I was DSP, that's who I would be more upset with. Realistically, if the real issue is the frozen chat, like he's saying that it is, I would be like, oh my God, the fucking guy that did the thing is still, like, you didn't even punish him. What are you doing? That's what I would be saying. But I think that's the, like, reasonable, rational, logical thing to do. So of course,
if
DSP
anything
would
else
never.
happens, listen, obviously, it's not something that I'm actively involved in, but hey, it got out of control. What do you want me to do? I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here streaming, dude. That's it. I know people wanted me to come on this stream today and be like,
beat him in Street Fighter.
I destroyed everyone and I'm the king. That's very much not the case.
Real
I'm just a
catalyst
normal
for
guy.
hate.
I just want to stream and make a living. That's it. So leave me alone. You can do your little videos over here, make fun of me or this and that. But the moment that you fuck with me and my ability to make a living, that's where the line gets drawn. Do you see what I'm saying? That's
still
it. I have to
making
take
money.
action when you're hurting.
Still
So
streaming.
just don't hurt me.
Still had
Fuck with
viewership.
Me, make fun of me. Okay. Tease me, rap. You know what? The funny part is, as much as I disagree with Kiwi Farms, That was supposedly Josh Moon's mentality all along, right? You can laugh at the people and their antics, but don't actually mess with them, right? Don't actually mess with their lives, but you can laugh at the bad things they're doing. I'm okay with that. You want to sit here and say my stream sucks, my content sucks, my gameplay sucks, my attitude sucks, my wardrobe sucks, my face is melty, I'm on Ozempic, all this bullshit, right? It's all bullshit. I mean, okay, my face is melty, but I'm not on Ozempic, okay? And yes, my wardrobe sucks. But stop that right now, all right? That's not what we're talking about. What I'm saying is that's all fine. That's all.
Except for the fact that you're going to be banned promptly following this stream on the sequential stream afterwards where you say all of these things. But we're not going to talk about that part.
Allow. There's nothing wrong with that. It's called being self-aware, being silly, right? But don't fuck with my income. If you do, then I have to do something about it. And again, that was the last thing I wanted to do. Do you think I wanted to have...
But DSP justifies that in every capacity. Everybody that's saying a negative thing about DSP, every person that highlights his mistakes and his misfortunes and spreads the truths that he speaks in that, you know, the honest words that he says that are obviously very shitty and portray him in a bad light, relaying all of this to the broader internet, it also has an effect on DSP making money because it gives him a bad, like, notoriety. Notoriety can't be good. But anyway, so he could arguably justify this in every capacity, which is kind of what he's doing, I guess.
My ass, and then I had to reach out to YouTube and bother to talk to them about all that. No, that's the last thing I want to do. I just want to make content. So all you need to do is leave me the fuck alone, and then you'll be left alone for your own devices. Go post up on QE Farms. Go fucking make videos about me. Do your bullshit. Just leave me out of it. Like, literally just leave me the fuck out of it. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's not, again, it's not rocket science, but it's like people don't have any self-control, particularly on the internet, because on the internet, people think everything's safe. I'm anonymous. Everything's safe. Everything's fine. It's not. There's rules in place. Just because people don't enforce said rules all the time doesn't mean that the rules won't actually eventually be enforced. And
again, this really has nothing to do with anonymity in any sense. So I'm led to believe that we're like pulling this as a faux threat. There's no reason to bring up anonymity in this context whatsoever. I think, genuinely.
In this case,
that would be the only reason I think it would be relevant.
Is stuff that could have happened many years ago, but I never took action. Well, people are now taking action. It's not me, but people are still taking the actions.
It's not me. I didn't do it.
So I don't know what else to say. I really have nothing else to say on it. In my opinion, we're business as usual. I'm going to play games today. We're going to chill later on the stream, hang out and grade my games, my retro games. Me and my audience are going to have a great time and just relax.
We're going to grade my games? Is that what he did on the 9th? Also, Snort Hogan. What? I wasn't going to bring this up. This is a Snort Hogan clip, by the way. You can see it in the corner of the DWO. What's up with the foreign style date? It was fucking me up earlier. I thought I had the wrong clips and whatnot because of the date. Foreign style.
Else. I want no drama. I want no nonsense. You're not gonna see me here standing here. People thought I was gonna come on stream and glow and everything today. No, in fact, I don't even want to be involved. Just fucking leave me alone. Shut up about it, and let's just move on with our lives.
A full night stream of checking eBay prices. That sounds fucking terrible. Is he even gonna sell any of that? Or are we just looking to look like we did with or like we're supposedly doing with the Pokemon cards?
Seriously, I want nothing to do with your crap, okay? And so you crossed the line. What line did I cross? That I tweeted YouTube on X and said,
"This is Dark Dave's Mirror." Oh, okay. So Dark Dave's Mirror probably has the foreign format. Okay.
What are you talking about? What did I do there that was out of line? I couldn't chat in my own fucking chat because someone was breaking the system. What did I do wrong? Just answer that. What did I do wrong about getting my own stream chat unfroze? Explain.
Implicate a completely unrelated content creator to the situation that you were trying to solve. You know, if you call the cop, I'm doing an analogy here, not sandwich related. You call the cops on your neighbor for a noise complaint, and in the process, they see that like the tool shed they built in their backyard is like too tall for code, and then the following week you see that they had to tear down their fucking tool shed. Low key, kind of your fucking fault that they had to tear down the tool shed. Granted. But that's even like those are the neighbors that did the noise, right? Raw Phil didn't do the freezing, so even this is a bad analogy. I'm like the guy. They're not even one-to-one because the situation is somehow further removed. He's more in the wrong than what I would already have called his fault.
A rational explanation of what I did wrong, because there is none.
Did I get my shed squished? No, don't worry about my shed, goddammit. It's fine. It's good. It's in working order. Anybody asking about the height and fucking size of the shed in my backyard from here on out, ban world. There's too much attention being drawn to things that shouldn't have attention drawn to them.
I'm looking nothing.
Just moving forward.
You said you gave raw
Shed
info to
mentioned
YouTube
bang.
rep. No, I gave
Shouldn't have said
screenshots
anything.
of everything. So I said, so here's where the guy is bragging about freezing my chat. This is in a YouTube restreamer's channel. Here he is. That's because they have to understand the context of who the guy is and what he's doing. Here it is. What did you think I was going to do? Not provide the evidence? I need to get my stream chat unfrozen. I don't know what else to say. Like, here, make a new emote of this. Tough shit. I don't know what else to say. You created the situation. The situation had to be...
Demanding an emote is kind of a big cringe. But also, we posed for the emote, told them to make it, and couldn't even bother to move the microphone out of the way so that it was a clear shot for the fucking emote itself. Just sucks. Like, it's not even a funny joke, but then we didn't even, commit enough to the bit for it to be true.
Resolved. It got
Since
resolved.
It wasn't funny.
That's the end of it. What else do you want from me? I mean, nothing. The bottom line is, if my stream chat was never frozen for 2 weeks, none of this probably would have happened, right? None of it. So you know who the root cause is, and you know who to fucking blame, and it ain't me. I'm the guy who literally just sits here and you harass me. I'm not the one. The one is the person who fucked with my livelihood. Go bother him. Say, why'd you fuck with Phil? Now look at what happened. Go fuck with him. He's the one who did it.
You could do both. It's like you're like that little Mexican girl in the fucking taco shell commercial or whatever. Why not both? Infinite people to talk shit about, and you could just do it all.
Period. I don't want to hear none of your shit. I don't want to hear any of your weird justifications, because the truth is, all you want to say is Phil's in the wrong. Just like every single thing I've ever done in my life, it's always in the wrong. Well, I don't give a fuck about your opinion, because it doesn't matter. All I'm going to do is stream and continue to do my stuff, and you're just going to sit there and stew and be angry about everything in your life because it's miserable. I didn't create your miserable life. I didn't. You did. So now it's your job to get out of your miserable situation and find...
Bro, what? Nico with the 2. I don't think I'm going to read that, brother. My apologies. Thank you for the 2. I don't think I can read that. Thank you to Redbird for the 5. Saying, I know you're too young for Angry Joe. I've seen an Angry Joe once or twice. But have you been enjoying Kino Casino content? Supergirl movie is an interesting hill to die on. I have not looked into that. No. I spending more time away from lolcows, truthfully. I should, though. I seen that they were shitting on him, and I just didn't know what the context was.
Something else to enjoy. And it's my job to just sit here and entertain my audience in a positive way. Period. End of story. There's nothing I need to justify to you, because it has nothing to do with you. You're just so full of shit. You have no idea what you're talking about. You're mentally challenged. I'm done with you. Goodbye. Good night. Good luck. Fuck off. Okay.
Goodbye. Good
Done.
night. Good
now
luck.
we do shout outs, and then we could finish the finale of the show, and we can get to Assassin's Creed. Okay? Cool. Ethan Payor did a $2 super chat. He says,
Ethan Payor. Sorry. I should not do a DSP impression. I should not repeat the goofy ways he says things, but sometimes I feel inclined. I feel obligated.
I wish your
against my
history.
will even.
You mean my flagging history on YouTube? Are you that stupid? If this was me flagging, you would see my name attached to whatever took down Raw Phil. Did you see that? I don't
didn't
even
see
know.
anything from Raw Phil. Honestly,
like I said, I don't even know what took him down. I don't have to prove my innocence. You have to provide evidence of guilt. So show the evidence that I'm involved. Go for it.
You would just wind up replaying all of the DSP retellings where he tells you that he implicates Raw Phil in all of the reporting that he's doing. That's your evidence. What are we pretending here, dude? What? You're just gonna, and he wouldn't watch it either. If you sent DSP a super comp of all of the times that he implicated Raw Phil in the reporting that he was doing, he would be like, this isn't actually evidence, I'm not watching this, you're an idiot, and he would move on. So that's not even a real defense. This is just a waste of time. Shut up. Thank you, J&J, for the 5. Saying, I always imagine him doing this in an interrogation room after Cat goes missing for a week. Big ups, my Nerevar. Thank you for the 5, J&J. Well, I haven't seen a sign of life for Cat in a while, so maybe we'll get that one too. Maybe that'll be a reality.
Again, I might actually be indirectly involved. I very well may be, from all the stuff that happened earlier this week, okay? I don't know. We've got Demonic Abyss with a $5 super chat.
Yeah,
YouTube
brother,
probably
you
watched
damn
your
near
video while
admitted to
investigating
it.
the chat
He justified it enough times, no? I mean, how many? We probably 5 ways to justify it in this 29-minute rant so far.
exploit and saw that the channel was violating terms of service. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Could be. Absolutely could be. Like I said, I have 3 separate different people who DM'd me on X while I was off yesterday. I don't know who they are. They're like, just so you know, we reported Raw Phil. That's why his channel's gone. They all took credit for it. Now, could it have been one of those people? It could have been. Could it have been all of those people? It could have been. I don't know. But
Wait, they said that in DSP's chat? Is that what he just said?
I have 3 separate different people who DM'd me.
Oh, they DM'd him. Oh, okay.
On X while I was off yesterday. I don't know who they are. They're like, just so you know, we reported Raw Phil. That's why his channel's gone. They all took credit for it. Now, could it have been one of those people? It could have been. Could it have been all of those people? It could have been. I don't know. But I guess people were pissed about what had happened with my chat and everything. And when I'm not here, they take action. What can I do? I can't stop people from doing it. I don't want them to. I've already said a zillion times, I don't want people white knighting and doing shit. Like, at least in this case, it sounds like if anything was done, it wasn't done in my name, right? Like, no one was saying, oh, Phil wants this. No, it was, they did it out of their own accord or whatever. I can't stop people from doing that. I have no involvement in it. So what do you want me to do exactly? Okay. All right. Game Ticker.
Right.
Thank you for a €5
Game
super
Ticker.
chat. He said, congratulations on striking back in a meaningful way for the first time. Did you consider the consequences?
They're literally congratulating him for for dunking back on the trolls. The people that are just there for gameplay, don't enjoy the drama, hate when he does the drama. He's never done. He hates to do that kind of content. Never wanted to do it. They're giving him money to congratulate him on the drama. How cool. How meaningful.
Consequences. Yes, I consider the consequences of getting my chat unfrozen. It was calling, what's his name? Bucketeer, a limp dick loser, which he is. He's a waste of life. He's never had any positive impact on anything on this planet. He just sits on the internet trying to troll people and extort them for money, and he can kiss my fucking ass. That's the extent of my involvement. So, yes, I did absolutely, positively, 100% understand that I was going to be able to say that and do that. And that's it. Anything else that happens, I'm not involved in. All right? So, fuck Bucketeer. Really?
Fuck Bucketeer. Fuck
I'm glad he's gone. Erased. And now we move on.
Erased.
Period.
Banned.
So what else has happened? Because you guys are really freaking out.
Just again, notice the high view count. 575 people watching because of the drama. You guys are freaking out. I am not. I'm spamming and spazzing constantly. Okay, but you are the ones that are freaking out. Obviously. Thank you, Brian, for the 5, saying DSP start taking accountability for your actions. That would be a start. Yeah, that would be one of the complaints that I would make for DSP, that he never ever changed, is taking accountability for his actions, and that's why I still bully him and think that he hasn't improved. But he would just call me a liar and say that he does, and then provide no evidence of that. So thank you for the 5, Brian. I agree.
Did I miss anything? Am I caught up on everything?
Here.
We had the chat freezing. That guy got fucked. We had, I guess, Raw Phil's channel on YouTube got banned, and then my moderator lost his fucking mind, so I got rid of him. And now you're all yelling at me, even though I have nothing to do with anything, and I'm going to stream Assassin's Creed. Are we caught up? Have I sufficiently caught up?
It wasn't in this clip either, but when this stream started, because he had an influx of viewers due to the drama, and obviously people want him to talk about the drama, he got a bunch of money at the beginning and wasn't addressing any of it, and then it was very giddy at the idea of, I can tell we're going to be opening so many packs today, guys. Very, very smug, very snobby. And actually, when I tuned out of the stream live, I heard that and I was like, yeah, I can't take this, dude. No way I'm gonna fucking sit here for pack talk.
He got banned from Geek 2? So now you're angry at me for that? What the fuck? I'm literally sitting here with you on the podcast. And you're going to blame me for that one too, huh? Fuck this. I don't care. I really don't give a fuck. I don't.
I don't give a
People
fuck.
are always going to say,
God.
literally,
How
you
can
guys
you
are always
kill
going to say
a
I did
god?
everything, even though I didn't.
What a
So I don't give a
grand
fuck.
and
I just don't.
intoxicating
The thing is, you make me numb to it. Like, it's at one point, it's like, okay, maybe
I wish we made DSP numb to it. I wish he'd quit fucking bringing up this nonsense all the time, every day. The amount of detractor rants, the constant confrontation of all of the detractor, jokes and theories and whatnot. I really wish we did just fucking play video games and be bad at them.
Wait a minute. It doesn't matter if I prove my innocence. They still say I'm guilty, so who gives a fuck? So I don't care. All right? I don't. I really don't fucking care. I have nothing to do with any of it, but you will never believe me anyway, so fuck off. Okay, we're done.
All right. And just like that, we are actually done. That's all I've got. Anything newer than that, I haven't seen, I didn't download, and we're moving on positively from. So thank you all for tuning in to the Saturday morning Atlas style stream. I appreciate all of your time. Thank you so much. Like I said at the beginning, I believe we are still on for tomorrow on WPIG for Ask the King. Like I said, who knows? It could be a one-off. It could be a summer. It could be forever. Probably not forever, but you never know. So you should be there if you're interested. And until I see you there or next week or whatever the case is, I hope you all stay safe and stay blessed for the rest of your week.